All right, let's see if that works. Can you guys hear me? How's the audio quality? Hopefully it's not too loud. I just updated a lot of stuff, changed my encoder settings and my audio settings, trying to improve the quality of the stream. So let me know if the audio sounds good. So we're playing Warriors of Chaos today. It might be really loud. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully I'm not like jump scaring you guys. Does it sound fine? Is Nurgle considered a top tier faction? They're very, very good. Yeah, Nurgle's awesome. I would say they're in the top, 7 or 8. Audio's good. Yeah, it sounds good. Decent quality. All right. Maybe a little bit of echo, but it is what it is. So we're playing Nurgle in the first round of the tournament here today against them. I'm playing Warriors of Chaos, who are currently listed, I think, as the worst faction in the game. But we're here to test the waters. I don't think they're quite as bad as they're portrayed to be, and Nurgle is very scary. We are on border low landing for our first battle, and let's get this going. Oh, I don't have a screen blocker up right now. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit loud. Levels are good to me. All right, perfect. So we will do, I need to get a screen blocker here. So let me see what I can use. Image, screen blocker, just updated a lot. So hopefully it'll be better quality. Let me know over the course of the stream what's cooking, what's going on. And, this is a perfect screen blocker here. We can use the Lord of the End Times to block this bad boy. Yeah, let's freaking go. All right, look at that. It's perfect. All right, so Archeon is going to be our screen blocker. And we should be all good. All right. There we have it. Perfect. Yeah, the graphic settings should be better too. So for like the past year, I had been using the wrong encoder, which was like making the computer more, the streams like poor quality. And I finally switched to the right one. So I think we're going to be much better off now. But we'll see. We will see indeed. All right, guys. So I'm going to start building my army now. And, Chaos has so many choices. It's nuts, There's so many options with these bad boys, which is just really, really fun. Elite Chaos Warrior build. There will be some, for sure, we'll bring some warriors in. They're always a fun time. My opponent's ready already, which is certainly not the sign I was looking for. We're going to want to get you. So let's get this. And outstanding. So for spells, we're going to do that. We're going to be bringing really cool builds today. You guys are going to like the way you look. I guarantee it. Made a deal with Slaanesh to improve the stream settings. That's right, we did. I have to turn up the game sounds as well. I readjusted like everything. Okay, so against Nurgle, Rot Knights probably aren't going to be your best friend. I don't think we're going to want to use those too much. Use a couple of these. I think that's probably worth it. Maybe cut this and get these. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. So what is he? He's probably just going to spam armor, right? Like warriors would be my guess. We're just gonna get the warrior Wonderwall over there. So yeah, I think we gotta watch out for that. It's got you, and then aside from this, we can just go ahead and get one of these. Yeah, so Armored Warriors is gonna be the name of the game most likely for my opponent. Mutalith Vortex Beasts are interesting in this matchup. Nurgle doesn't have like the best tools against them, although their characters can do some solid work. Chaos Fawn surprise. Oh, you got a buy round. Okay. Hey, Peeling, how you doing? It's scary when Turin starts to update his stuff. It means the end of the world is coming. It's true. That's how you know the end of times are upon us. So Mirror Guard probably okay here, but Nurgle usually just spams like Pestigors and various tools like that. So you gotta have something to deal with them. Trolls, Armored Chaos Trolls have always been pretty good. They can bash through a lot of the kind of low tier stuff on the ground. I'm thinking. I don't know. Baseline Marauder Great Weapons probably are a good like filler choice in Chaos. We can bring our own Great Weapons, of course. Bellicor could be interesting in this matchup. He's a big scary AP fighter. As far as like the elite Cav goes, is there anything we really are looking to get? I don't think so. I do not think so. Dragon Ogre's not so good against infantry. Nurgle, in terms of like big stuff, you might see like a Kugath or something, but overall, I don't think Kugath is going to be the big threat to us, right? I think we could just, if there was a Kugath, we could just outmaneuver him. All right, so let's slap you in there. So that's all of our marks of chaos used. Yeah, so we have all those bad boys thrown in there. Aside from that, let's go ahead and get one of these because I think they're actually very, very good in this matchup. And the Mutalith Beast is really something I'm thinking about, but I think it's too risky. Swords of Chaos are pretty heavy metal. I don't know if they got buffed. I don't think they did. Hell Cannon is a fun tech for sure. It's a little bit hard to defend. The Fury's coming back there, but it's definitely a possibility. Hell Cannons do magic damage too, which is pretty cool. You could always call one of those in the fourth quarter. Exalted Plague Bearers, there's other ways to deal with them. You can definitely, like any sort of big monsters can certainly trade well into them. All right, so let's grab that. And in terms of anti-large, I mean, what would they bring that's large? Like giants? I'm not really that worried about giants, to be completely honest. I think that would be probably pretty doable to deal with. And mobility, yeah, the infantry game is all squared away. Forsaken are pretty decent for their cost. I mean, but what are they going to trade well into? I feel like they'll downtrade into Pestigors, so I don't like that much. None of the Chosen really feel super good in this matchup either. So I'm not a Chosen enjoyer here, I don't think. Let's cut this. Do we want Poison Warhounds? Is there any reason to get Poison Warhounds? Or the Cockatrice? Warriors? Yeah, they did get cost reductions. Like, Chaos Warriors in general just got nice little cost reductions, so that's a pretty sweet boon. Alright, I think we're ready to party. It looks good. Dragon Ogres, they do... The ROR does magic damage. They're Summoners of Rage against Nurgle, right? That seems pretty decent, actually. That does seem kind of decent. Dealing with the infantry swarms is the biggest problem, though. Like, just waves and waves of just, like, haggard infantry, right? Yeah, arguably, yeah, like a spawn unit could be potentially feasible, which is something I never thought I would say. But, you know, a Chaos Spawn is pretty good at just, like, mulching through, like, a crap house infantry unit. All right, I like this build. I don't know if it's going to work, but, you know, I haven't played Warriors of Chaos in a while, so tonight is a learning experience for all of us. Thank you guys for joining. It's going to be fun. The graphic setting should be better too, because the old encoder was basically just like running everything poorly. Because I have a really, really strong computer. Shout out to Rando. And I was running the wrong encoder for like the past year and a half. I'm just like terrible at this stuff. I hit up Italian Spartacus last night and I was like talking to him about it. And he's like, yeah, oh yeah, you have the wrong settings on. I'm like, oh, nice. Great. I'm good at this. This is what I do for a living. I got a new mouse too. So I have a mouse that actually, well, it's a mouse that it was... my boy Frost hooked me up with, and I finally switched to it because, you know, I'm so stubborn with switching equipment. But we did it. Yeah, let's get rid of the blocker. And there we are. And cool. Dreadsaurian, you can, I don't know it off the top of my head, but if you message me in Discord, I can. So the encoder you use via the broadcasting software is going to be dependent on your graphics card, right? So I was using the wrong encoder for the graphics card that this computer has. Yeah, I also like... I have to like change all the settings because the cinematic smoothing, I might need to do that. Yeah, okay, cool. I can turn around a little bit better now. All right, so for the builds, why can't I select my army while he's still loading in? That's very weird. Here to take a shot every time. Yo, the blunder is coming, dude. I'm a tech boomer. I really am. I'm terrible at this. It's a good thing I'm not in charge of any technology, but we have Big Daddy coming in. So Kolek got a bit of a buff in this patch. He got magic damage. So against demonic factions, Kolek is going to be doing against many units like 20% more damage, which is really nice. And he can fight any of the big Nurgle stuff. And he's really quick too, so he can like move around objectives and all sorts of good stuff like that. Yeah, that's right, Frost. That's right. Marauder Horsemasters are good. You know, we got Aecold, Severed Claw, a lot of cool stuff. The Warriors of Chaos are here to party. Harrison, I think, has a slower computer. But once he loads in, it's not going to be laggy as far as my experiences playing with him. Yeah, it's weird that it's letting me like select units, even though we're still loading. I've never seen that before. All right. Yes. Let's get this party started. Yeah, it's a different mouse. It's taking me some getting used to, for sure, Frost. I started using it last night. It did. So last night I played it in SFT and I got pretty close to my goal for the season, which was to get to the to win a tournament with Chaos Dwarves. And I got to the grand finals and just barely lost a really good game. I blundered my lord. But it was a really nice match. All right, so we got you and you. We got Mountain God. A Nurgle caster is just going to be waddling with Aecold, so they'll roll together. So you have to bring a Nurgle caster if you're going to be going with Kolek, right? So what my opponent's going to do probably is just back pressure me with a Pestigor Vanguard. So he's just going to Vanguard some Pestigors up there and appear on my back objective. So I need to just make sure he doesn't get that. As far as reinforcements, we got Marauders. Aspiring Champions are actually really, really good in this matchup. They can kill any of the demons. They uptrade into like the Plague Bearers and various other things. Yeah. We do also have more Horsemen. We got some Armored Trolls, a single Chaos Spawn, and a Mutilith Vortex Beast. Just in case he just goes pure Unga, like Unga Bunga infantry spam. I want to have something that can deal with that. All right, let's get you up here, and yes, we need to hotkey you and get you moving over there. And it is going to be Pestigors. Okay, so at the very least, we'll get our back objective. Let's get you guys moving up, put you in 4. And what is it going to be? Oh, it's an Exalted Great Unclean one. That's actually really cool. The fact that we get an Exalted Great Unclean one fighting against Kolek. That gives me more of a chance, because against Kugath, he beats Kolek. But here, we have a better chance for sure. I'm thinking about trying the spawn. Okay, so we got mass amounts of plague bearers actually, so let's move you guys up. Let's go get Kolek Smash, and we're just going to park you on the back objective. This looks like it's a Mutalith. Like a Mutalith Vortex Beast is potentially just going to win me the game. We see the Horse Masters coming out. These guys are moving. Unfortunately, Severed Claw is going to have a bit of a bad time. I think we just save, or do we get... Let's get some spawn up there, actually. Yeah, let's get some of those bad boys. All right, so we're going to start bonking on the head. And we can see what they do. We're just going to keep bashing them a little bit. And yeah, they're going to pile in so we can get Lord of the Storm there. And you guys throw your javelins there. Knock those guys down. Oh, nice. That was a good one right there. Those pesties are getting the business. All right, so Kolek's doing some good work so far. I'm very happy with it. And we need to retreat, though, because we don't want to be eating throwing axes for no reason. So Spawn are on their way up. The Javelin boys are doing good. Kolek's going to juke most of those attacks. We do have 2 Plague Bearers who look like they're making a play for my back objective, so that's a little frightening. But as long as maybe we can get this objective. We're going to find out. Yeah, his army's pretty weak against my skirmish game, so yeah, maybe we're hanging in there. All right, so let's get you guys back. These are Marauder Horsemen, right? So they're going to be pretty sweet. All right, let's call you back, get that objective. And the Plague Bearers are very slow to waddle away onto the points. Let's pull back here. Looking good. I don't see any back objective play. He's pretty much just pure Unga like swarming me, which is fine. All right, Aecold's going to come this way. Let's get Aecold to do this thing. We can start fighting with the spawn here and do this. Outstanding. We should be able to outmaneuver a little bit. It looks like there's some funny business working towards the back objective here, but we do get one of those down, although we just ate a bunch of throwing axes, which feels bad. That didn't need to happen. All right, let's get Kolek back around this way. Aecold and company are going to do their thing. And now let's see if we can focus you guys. Let's get this Nurgle caster back. And I think we just save up for the big beastie, to be completely honest. Yo, oh man, I just reset all my settings, so the skirmish mode is on right now. I need to make sure to turn that off. All right, so Kolek's going to retreat. Let's get you coming over here. Looks like the Exalted Great Unclean One is chillaxing, and let's run you under there. And just save up. So now we're going to just start javelining down these Plague Bearers a little bit. And let's get Severed Claw over on top of the Plague Bearers, which is going to be really nice. And Kolek can go Hulk Smash those guys too. In the meantime, yes, let's drop the little Vortex right there. And we haven't taken too much damage yet. So far, the fighting, I would say, is going in our favor. Although those spawn are getting melted. That feels bad. All right, let's get these spawn back. We need to get our Javelins to focus fire his throwing axes too. But yeah, now a little bit of scary is coming in. Mutalith Vortex Beast. Yeah, that's going to be freaking sweet here. So let's get back, and get these spawn back as well. And Aecold can keep fighting here, and we just need to basically drag these guys down if we can. Severed Claw is in there, though. They're pretty mean, and yeah, that's not bad at all. Let's get these guys going. I'm pretty sure we can choose to just, like, bro charge these things and just, like, alpha strike them. Yeah, that's going to be enough. All right, let's get you in there. Aecold's going to come back in, and the spawn can come over here, too. All right. So Mutalith Beast is there. All right, let's get the spawn going. How's this looking to the front? Yeah, we're not taking too much damage anymore. And when the Muty Beast gets there, it's going to get real crunk. It's going to get real solid, right? All right, so we got the Hound units. Let's chase them, and let's go after some of his skirmishers here. Kolek is Hulk smashing, and we do have the heal ability, but now we're going to call out some Hell Striders just to kind of try and secure the backfield. Looking good. We got the Nurgle caster. Don't have any opportunities for fat heals yet, but we do get a big Javelin focus on those guys. All right, so the Hellstriders is Slanesh. Let's put them in group 7. Have them go after these Nurgle boys here. And Kolek, Sun Eater, and those spawn are certainly feasting. We're not taking too much damage, and we are up in value. And remember, we're a healing faction too. It's not like we're running in any big deals there. We do have these guys. Cool. So the Hellstriders are out. Let's get them to go wreck these Hounds. Should kill them pretty effectively. Cool, so that's good. We have the fat heals. The Spawn and Mutalith Beast are easily going to be able to win those fights. Let's call out another one of these guys, put him in control group 1, and now we have another skirmisher. We do take down these Hounds, so those Hounds get absolutely flattened by the Hellstriders. So let's go get these ones. The Severed Claw is now fighting the big Chungus, so that's great. Do we start bashing him with Kolek? I think it's actually not a bad idea. All right, let's call the Hellstriders back, keep javelining these guys down, and we're going to get a big overcasted fleshy right now on top of this blob, which is going to be fat heals. All right, so Kolek's going to use Star Crusher here, which is going to give him a ton of damage. Let's get you guys. Yeah, javelin those guys down. Spawn can keep coming here. Kolek forces that man back, which is great. And the Mutalith Beast is just draining super well. Kolek's going to retreat. And outstanding. So we cleaned up the backfield pressure. Let's get you around the side. And Kolek just retreats back and bonks on these guys away from the focus fire. Move you guys up, move you guys up. And the Mutalith Beast is just doing so much work. The pillar is very, very helpful here for sure. It's but you know, Nurgle's using the pillar too, right? So let's get Armored Chaos Trolls to come up. Pull you guys back. Oh, nice stream of corruption. That was a really, really good timing right there. He got us pretty good. And where do we go with these guys? All right. I think we still have pretty good ammo on these. He does have the objective, but it's very, very close. And I feel like this game is not going well for him. I feel like it's not. All right. The Chaos Spawn are actually doing pretty good. I'm enjoying those. Let's come under here. We do have Fire at Will on. The Nurgle Sorcerer's up on those. The Mutalith Beast is going to use its Protoss shields. And now you guys can turn and fight here. And we do see some Battletoads going to the back objective, so let's go get our Armored Chaos Trolls over there. Although, you know, our Hellstriders can actually probably counter the Battletoads, so not too worried about it. Let's get you in there. Severed Claw and company. And do we need to get Kolek up and battle this guy? I think we do. Nurgle Sorcerer is a little bit overextended, and that could be a game throw for us for sure if we are not careful. All right, where are the Armored Trolls at? Armored Trolls need to move in here. Let's pull you guys back and see how this is looking now. All right, so do we drop another heal? I think we just get the Sorcerer back. And we start bonking on the big man again. So let's bonk on the big man, bonk on the big man, and pull these guys and maybe even make a play for his back objective, I'm thinking. Yeah, let's do this. You guys go on the outside, and let's circle around here. We're going to drop a big heal soon. Kolek is definitely a very, very good fighter. All right, so let's use them to just sweep up like trash units. And I think we gather up for another big overcasted heal, right? So let's get you guys onto this. All right, outstanding. And can we steal his back objective? I don't know if we can. It's going to be a little bit dodgy, but we got the spawn doing it. Those are Rot Knights. So yeah, we need to be careful about those Rot Knights. Those guys are very scary. So let's get some more Armored Trolls back here, pull you guys in, get you these guys in, and get the Great Weapons moving after them too. All right, so Kolek and company seem to be doing very well. Let's get you guys back there. And we are crumbling a lot of his units here. And now we might be able to take on the Rot Knights with the Trolls and those other units. It's going to be hard to say. But we are in combat here. Kolek is pretty deeply extended. A lot of the army of Nurgle is folding here. The Mutalith Beast is doing really good work. Do we have Lord of the Storms that we could really get? I think we need to gather up and get a fat Nurgle heal, like on the blob again. All right, so retreat you guys. And on the backfields, I think it's going good. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it's really, really hard to tell. Okay, so retreating back, and we can get you here and you here. We're going to just retreat these Horse Masters off into the Shadow Realm. Let's get some Aspiring Champions to come out for capture weight. And now we need to get another heal and heal everybody up. So that's going to heal the big man. Mutalith Beast is going to work on him. We're going to bonk him here and hopefully be okay. Oh, charge these guys for sure because we're going to probably lose that. So we need to get on there. We are getting the big bonketing on this guy. Severed Claw needs to come over and help, and Aecold needs to come help here. So let's just keep bonking the big man. So he's going to do this. We'll keep chasing here. I think this fight actually is going good against the Rot Knights. They're losing out on that side, which is massive for us. And we do break those hounds. Just with Marauder Horsemasters are very underrated fighters. And we also have the middle objective, so that's pretty heavy metal. Okay, Kolek needs to keep going. Mutalith Beast can grind him down. And yeah, the Rot Knights got wrecked. I mean, Armored Chaos Trolls with, you know, infantry support and Hellstrider support, it's got to be pretty nasty, right? Let's keep calling out Great Weapons here. I don't know if he's going to make a play for my back objective, but yeah, these Horsemasters are actually doing really, really good. They're still winning their respective fights and everything. He charged me with all these units, but I think the Rot Knights here are not going to have a great time. Kolek needs to keep going after him. Let's pop Star Crusher. And the Lord of the Storm right there. Okay, our Nurgle caster unfortunately broke, so that's my bad. And let's get another Skirmisher up here. You can just come play. And these guys are just chasing down Hound units all over the back of the map, which is awesome. Nurgle caster is back, but he got trapped up by toads. If I blunder this character, we're going to have a really, really bad time. And what do we have here? Yeah, more trolls. Let's move those trolls in. Oh, Kolek dropping the steel chair on that guy, man. Severed Claw still doing awesome work, too. Their grind is very, very useful here. All right, let's go probably unsummon you guys, actually. Let's get you guys to throw at him and get Kolek to keep chasing. Aspiring Champions are really, really, like I said, pretty good against Nurgle. We're going to reinforce our back objective just to be safe. And I think Kolek just keeps chasing this guy. Is our Nurgle caster going to come back? He might. I might have enough for like one more heal or something, but I don't want to overextend to my doom here, so let's just Javelin you. Our blob is really strong. Like, we have a Mortis engine, right? That's very, very powerful. So that's good. And all right, our Nurgle caster did come back, so let's get Kolek on the Battletoads and get the Aspiring Champions on them too. Kite out this way, and now we're going to bounce over with our big monster, get the Mortis engine on top of the infantry. And how much does it cost? Fleshy is 16. Okay, so if we can get another Fleshy, we probably just end the game for him. Because our army is still so super healthy. We have Aecold in here. We have Spawn. We have a lot of things that are doing very good work. Uh-oh, come on. Give me the one wins magic. Give it to me, baby. 9 seconds. Oh, all right. Just please cast it before you break. I should have probably got it on the Mutalith Beast, to be fair, but that's fine. All right, so Kolek's going to move back in. We get our caster back, and now, you need to get these trolls active here and get these trolls active here. I can't afford to lose this objective again, that's for sure. Man, I don't want to spend 1,000 gold on that, so we're just going to get Marauders and Infantry and just kind of swarm up on the point now. I think we're good. Yeah, the Muty Beast is just chain routing all of his like shithouse infantry, and the Severed Claw is killing the various toads on the field. There's a lot going very well for us. We have a lot of capture weight on the objective, essentially. All right, let's get another Skirmisher. Put him in control group 7. Throw right there. Horsemaster is here. Let's unsummon them. Although, you know what? We can use them to just chase his horsemen down. I think it's fine to keep him on the field. Couple infantry moving in. And, yeah, I think we're in good shape. I'm really liking this build. Kolek is a menace, dude. And he does magic damage now, right? So we've gotten a lot of extra damage on top of things that we, previously would not have done a lot of damage against. All right, let's come back in here. Aecold's crumbling things down. We can get you guys ready to go. And our skirmishers, I don't know what the hell they're smoking here, but they're going to move up. Move you to the outside. And, yeah, Frost, you weren't kidding, man. This mouse is so much better than what I was working with. Jesus, this is like... let's go ahead and bull charge those guys. Marauder Horsemen can usually, take such aggressive charges and be fine. Kolek wants blood. He's getting in there for it. Let's call another skirmisher. Come park it up on the objective here. We could chase things down. This game's basically over, though. I don't think there's anything he's going to be able to do. Kolek is going to pop Star Crusher, baby. He's going to get in there. And oh, dude, you see him bonk that guy? That was some serious L bonk right there. All right, infantry. Is he going to play my back objective? I don't think he can. He's pretty massively behind. And guys, our build has a ton of healing. We have like trolls all over the place. We got a lot of nastiness. Dude, Star Crusher. Yeah, skirmish mode. I got to turn that off. Okay. Unstable binding, -24. Oh, Star Crusher. You never get to see cool Star Crusher games. Frost can tell you. He sent me the mouse as a gift. So Frost can tell you what the mouse is. I actually don't know. It's a Logitech something, but it's really nice. Okay, it's a Logitech G502 Hero. Yeah, it's great. And it has like, yeah, it's really nice. Kolek, 4,000 value on the Mountain God, baby. Let's go. And then we got Aecold got 1,000. Severed Claw got 2,100. Horsemasters were really good that game. Mutalith Vortex Beast 3,000. I know Harrison's playstyle. I know he loves infantry spam Nurgle. So I was kind of like, I felt like I had good answers for it. That was a really, really good match. All right. So let's update the bracket here. Refresh it. Yeah, love that mouse. Yeah, value on the Severed Claw. A lot. It was very good. Yeah, I've been using a Razer mouse, but it was like ancient. Okay, I gotta put this. Report the score. Warriors of Chaos. Yeah, that felt good, though. That definitely felt good. Okay. It was. I'm talking to my opponent real quick. Kolek does magic now. Yeah, I mean, the magic damage, like, even if he didn't have magic damage, we probably still would have won the game because we won by, but Kolek would have done, essentially, I don't know, maybe like 400 or 500 less value with his, previous version. So that's a pretty big difference, right? Aecold's really good against infantry as well. Okay. So let's jump out of there. And now we need to go ahead and do some admin work on the tournament. So let's see what's cracking. See who got the buy rounds and all that sort of good stuff. Okay, so we got our winners coming up. Still a handful of players still to finish. Fidel? So, Fidel, what's going on with your opponent? It says you have an opponent, but it's grayed out as if it were a buy round? Let me see here. So, why is your match grade? And then the Chaos Dwarf player... Let me see what he's... Melonhead got... Did Melonhead get a buy round? I think somebody's messing with the bracket. Hold on. Hey. I see your bracket looks funny. All right, got to get to the bottom of this, do a little bit of adminning. But overall, I actually really like that build against Nurgle. It felt good. Felt real good. Because even if they go Kugath, right, like you have to remember, Kolek has almost 80 speed. So he can play back objective games really, really well. I switched it. My game was broken. You switched it. Okay. Okay. So you basically gave yourself a buy round, right? Is that what's going on? Because if that's the case, it's fine since it's round one, and I can adjust your business accordingly. Okay, okay. So let me give you a buy round point then. Okay, so you are Melonhead. All right, I'll take care of it. Yeah, sounds good. I'll take care of it. Now that I know what happened, we're all set. We are all set. I just need to update some of the settings here. But yeah, life's good. How you guys doing? Playing in another old world tournament this weekend. I'll before I go to the tournament, I'll take a picture of the army, the Chaos Dwarf army. I'll do like a little maybe short, a YouTube short or something. We'll put that up there. All right. So we got the buy round being added there. Any more tourneys this weekend? Maybe Sunday. Saturday, I'm playing in a tabletop tournament, and I'm super excited. It's a good one. So I played in one last weekend, and I managed to take first with the Chaos Dwarves in tabletop. And I'm going to try again this weekend, but I'm trying a very different list, so I'm super excited to give it a run and see how it plays. Sever Claw is almost an auto pick in most matchups. Not all matchups, but they are pretty good, for sure. They're pretty good. Okay. So then this needs to be here. Need to fix this. Hand's doing all right. Yeah, it's doing fine. They put me on a medicine for it that is it hasn't like fully remedied the problem, but I would say it's like improved my, hand durability by like, I don't know, maybe like 30-40%. So I'm able to do more in the day. It didn't fully, obviously fix it up, but yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with it. All right, let's do that. How are gyros in tabletop? They're pretty good. Yeah, gyros in tabletop are really good. I can talk about dwarf tabletop a little bit. I don't play dwarves. Melonhead, let me see, make sure they only have 1 point now. Okay, they have 1 point, and then the other folks, I need to edit their round. So gyrocopters, the best things on dwarves, in my opinion, are gyrocopters, trollhammer torpedoes, cannons are really, really good. I think that the dwarf Thane or the dwarf King or Thane or whatever on the shield bearer is really good because he has like 7 wounds and a ton of HP, so he's a really good defensive tank. Ungram apparently is good. I haven't played against him yet, but yeah, I have not. Wait, did that already get reported as a game, or did they finish that one? Let me see here. Hold up. All right, let's see what's cracking here. Oh. Okay, that should be fine then. So did they get their points is the question. So that was... Sorry, guys. Just we had a couple things shift around here, so I'm a little bit scramble-brained here. Only 2 matches left until we get to the next round. Very happy with that round 1 victory. Very happy with that. Okay, did Fidel get his point? Did he? Who won it? Apostate won it. Okay, so the Chaos Dwarves won that game. All right, I think we're all set. So now we just need to wait for 2 games to finish, and then we're all good. But yeah, that build felt good against Nurgle. But you know what's like so cool about Warriors of Chaos is like you can bring like 5 or 6 different builds. Like they're so diverse in their lore choices that you can play so many different ways. How far do you have to travel for tabletop tournaments? So usually I go to Burbank from Ventura County, which is like about an hour and 15 minutes. Tomorrow on Saturday though, it's a balls deep drive. It's like 2 hours away. It's like 2 hours and 15 minutes. It sucks, but it's worth it. I love playing Old World. Like it's my favorite. I have so much fun playing it. Yeah, it's a bit of a journey. Full 2K points, yeah. But like you get your money, you get your bang for your buck, right? Because you get 3 full games. It's super fun. Yeah. Can we get Corn Chosen? I do want to try and win tonight. I will bring things that are cool or unorthodox, like Kolek for example. But what about the Demon Prince? What does he do? Oh shit! That's right. You can bring these Demon Princes now, can't you? Fiendish Musk, dude. What the hell does this shit even do? All right, so yeah, that's right. They gave Warriors of Chaos Undivided the different princes. So we get Pit of Shades, a death. Or a Shadow / Slanesh hybrid. What abilities does he have? Paragon of Excess, Fiendish Musk. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Are you guys seeing this? Kolek seemed pretty good that game. Dude. So -5 melee attack and -8. So this homie here, he's giving -13 melee attack and an aura around him. That's really actually very, very good. And Sinful Footing doesn't seem super good, but okay, this guy might be sleeper good. Let's see what the Zinch one does. So Zinch has Demonic Onslaught, which sucks. That isn't very good. Paragon of Change, Arcane Flight. Yeah, he's all right. He's not as exciting as the Slanesh one. What about Nurgle Prince? So he's got, what? Are these bound abilities? Oh shit, he's got Bound Stream of Corruption. That's really nice. And he's got Fate of Buna and Spirit Leech and Healing. Paragon of Decay, Children of Nurgle, obviously. Interesting. That guy, thanks for becoming a channel member. Greatly appreciate it. What about Nurgle? What does the Nurgle Giga Chad get? He just gets combat stuff, which is fine. And then Undivided. Undivided gets Purge the Weak, which is like a speed buff, and then Lord of Fire. I mean, it's not terrible. If you just brought him as like a bare bones Firecaster or something. That's really interesting. I legitimately think this Slanesh Prince is really good. You bring him with, what would you bring? Probably Pavane. Yeah, you just go Pavane. And then for his abilities, you keep this, you keep that, you cut this and this. 2,600. I would probably still bring a Nurgle caster in reserve just because he's very glass cannon, 30 armor, but that's a big one. Oh, and he has Soporific Musk too, but that's only who he's hitting. So that's not going to hit everybody in an aura, but that's actually seems like it could be very, very good. Remember when Sartorial couldn't fly? Yeah, those were the days, man. He literally has these like giant demon wings and home he couldn't fly. Yeah, it's hilarious. All right, we're ready for the next round. Let's see if we can continue. Valky has Warriors of Chaos too. Yeah, you can play her on the Warriors of Chaos roster. All right, advance to Swiss. Let's hope that the website didn't get broken by people being shifted around. Nope, looks fine. All right, so here we are. So let's get this party started. And all right, so the round is complete. Thank you guys all for joining tonight. It's been really fun so far. And Goblins, round 2 is live. Round 2 is live. All right, so we got B6 as our next opponent. I believe they are playing, they usually play Skaven. I don't know about tonight. Good luck. Good luck, have fun. All right. So we'll find out what they're playing and then we'll figure out a build. Tabletop battle reports are kind of postponed for now. I mean, it will come eventually, but I don't have anybody to play with near me. So I have to drive, like I said, almost an hour and a half just to get a game in. So I have one buddy who can play, but he's very busy. He's got a toddler and he's very busy. So it's hard to get consistent games with him. So yeah, Edge of the Darkwood is going to be the map. And what are we playing? Oh, yeah, Skaven. So this is a very strong Skaven player. This will be fun. Edge of the Darkwood is the map. Now, how do we want to play against the stinky little rats? There's choices. I wonder if there's going to be any Forbidden Stormburn in play. I don't know. Archaon, come block our screen for us. Thank you. Okay, rats, rats, and rats. And then some more rats and some rat people. Now, the meta for this is like the rat stuff back, which is like pushing the rats back into their spawn, basically, and playing the objectives. But it is a little bit scary doing that because they farm a lot of value, right? Sigvald is definitely the meta choice here, although there are other choices. Did you guys know that the baseline Chaos Sorcerer Lord has a freaking Tormentor sword? There's so many weird things you don't explore. So the Chaos Sorcerer Lord has a Tormentor sword. Huh. That's really interesting. Yeah, Terror is obviously very good against rats as well. Go for some garlic bread right now, dude. Garlic bread is the food of the gods. It is so freaking good. Baseline Forsaken are actually very good in this matchup too. I'm a big Forsaken enjoyer. All right, let's get these and these. And then I think we do this, actually. I think this is our choice. Yeah. And then what kind of a wizard do we want against rats? Like, Burning Head wizards are always very popular against rats. Nurgle is fine. You could do the Slanesh army buffing. It's always a good choice. Like Slanesh spell spam. Let me think about that. I'll be right back. I'm going to refill my water, and we will get this match going. All right, let's see what we got. So we got rats. We got the rats, the Skaven. Yes, yes. Okay, so a lot of good choices here for sure in terms of magic against Skaven. Skaven have always hated Burning Head, obviously. That's very good against them. The leadership shenanigans are quite fun. So that is an option. Let's go ahead and cut this. I think we could just have you on that. Call it a day. And how many marks have we used so far? Looks like 2. Okay. We need to use more of these dreaded marks. Yeah, 2 of those. I think that's going to be all of our marks of chaos. Forsaken got a decent little buff this patch too, so they're going to be better here. I wonder if chariots are any good against this Skaven, you know? I do wonder if the chariots are going to be something. Yeah, basic Marauder Horsemen are okay, but they do get kind of wrecked by a lot of the weapons team, so you got to watch out for that. Yeah, and then we got, what, 280 left? I think we have to put you on horseback or else we're suffering. Probably don't need that. And then we can slap in one more Marauder. Okay. Marauders. I wonder if we're going to be seeing Storm Vermin, like some funky Storm Vermin builds. That would actually be really, really interesting. Yeah, because Storm Vermin can be okay against Warriors of Chaos. They can actually catch people off guard pretty hard. So you gotta put some respect on the Vermin of the Storm. Oh, you know what? Chariots they're okay against Skaven, but Skaven players these days have been rotating to more of a meta of using like Brood Horrors and obviously a lot of Rat Ogres, right? So that's going to be very strong against you. Yeah, you gotta put respect on the Storm Vermin's name. You really, really do. Okay, let's get you guys, and then you don't want to bring like super elite infantry against Skaven though. You have a bad time with that for sure. You know what? I have a more fun idea. I think this is going to be a more engaging build. All right, let's try that. What does this even do? That replenishes things. Okay. Music in this game is so good. All right. Yeah, let's just do that. I think that's honestly fine. And then I think we will slap you in there too. Okay, so that's a cool core of characters. Gotta watch out for the Brood Horrors, right? They're gonna be nasty. Let's set that up. Okay. Chariots did get buffed this patch. I don't know if they're any good, but I mean, we could always experiment with one. I mean, that's what we're here today to do, right? Is just try out some new stuff, so. Yeah, I'm going to hedge my bets and be very, very safe here. So 600 gold. Man, I wish I could afford some baseline warrior action. Warriors, come out and play. All right, can't quite afford the goods. Damn, it's an awkward amount of money, isn't it? So for reinforcements, I think we just call in a couple of you guys. We'll do that out of the gates here. What can I squeeze into the build for 1,000 Gs? You know, 1,000 gold. What can we weasel in here? We definitely want like a source of terror for the late game. I think that's going to be important. Something big and scary. If you don't have terror against Skaven, you're not playing correctly. You need at least something. And even if that's like a janky Manticore or whatever, right? That can be enough. All right, let's try that out. I think that's going to be fine. Gorby's Chariots, yeah, you like them. Against Skaven, you don't necessarily need the armor piercing, but it's something that I'm willing to try. Yes, this is going to be a sweaty one. So we got 2 of those, 2 of these. The reinforcements are ready. Oh, Skaven have such good shooting. The Hell Cannon against Skaven can be a really funny, like, catch you off guard kind of thing. Because it can, like, just obliterate Skaven, infantry positions. Not super good at killing, like, weapons teams and things like that, but that's what you have Hounds for and other mobile pieces. The Manticore, the Cockatrice could also be a viable option for, like, a terror-causing monster. To, like, hunt down characters and do that sort of a thing. I think we're good. Maybe cut this. Let's get you guys in there. Yeah, sadly, all of our marks of chaos have been used already, so that's not going to happen. All right, that's the play. I think we just figured it out. We have cracked the code, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck, have fun. Let's see what my opponent's got. This is a weird build. It could fail horribly, but there's a couple elements I want to experiment with, which could be our downfall or could be a massive success. All right. No, I didn't bring Hell Cannons. Kolek did really good. Man, Caro, if you go back and watch game 1 today, I played against a really strong Chaos player, really, really strong. And Kolek dominated. He got like 4,000 value and was like a bully the entire game. Yeah, this matchup has changed massively, Romulan. I know you're thinking about the Warhammer 2 days, for sure. But it's... Oh, shit, I didn't even think of Doom Flayers. All right, well, we're going to see what happens. Could be a disaster. Could be a disaster. Yeah, Doom Flayers have changed its matchup a lot. They're very good. They're very, very good against Chaos. But you have Armored Chaos Trolls for them, I guess, is your answer. That's like your tech. Let's see what my opponent's going to do here. Thank you guys all for joining. It's been a lot of fun. So far, so good. A lot of fun stuff on the horizon coming up in the next couple months. Very excited for that. Double cockatrice, not legal in most states. That's right, Romulan knows. The pug one? Yeah, I'll get it back. I'll get it back. Yeah. I'm rewarded for staying up crazy late to degenerate hours in the EU. Hell yeah, dude. Well, where are you at? So, yeah, depending on where you are, +8 or +9, that's super late, dude. Yeah, it's like 3, 4 a.m. for you. All right. So, we went with an interesting build. We have Aecold and Village the Curseling. Because they can handle Storm Vermin units, right? And then we have a couple baseline Marauders who are going to be led by Aspiring Champions, which are one of my favorite units. I love Aspiring Champions. So on the Warriors of Chaos roster, they're one of my favorites. So they're going to be here. And then we have a couple great weapons in the back just to cause some havoc. And we're just going to send you to grab that side point. I didn't go with a Skirmisher opening. We're going to get this and this. And we're going to go do some shenanigans back there, which is going to be super fun. So I did try out a Gorby's chariot. I want to see what chariots are capable of. Like, if we can at least get some value or do some, damage. Yeah. Reinforcements, by the way, for anybody trying to, see what's up. We got Chaos Trolls, Manticore, Hounds, Horsemen, Chaos Knights, Hellstrider, Anti-Large. That's actually a good counter against the Flayers. And then we have Warriors and Forsaken. So one Warrior with Great Weapon, just in case. You never know. My opponent has a super thick army, so hopefully it's just a wide army with like dog shit units that I can just outgrind on the objective. That's the plan. Oh yeah, that's right. These things have Vanguard. That's cool. So we could just kind of lurk right there. Wow, the Vanguard on this map is pretty insane. I always forget about that. Yeah, all right. So cool. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Let's see what they got. Yeah, we're just trying a chariot out. Why not? And in case there's Storm Vermin, which are all the hotness right now. I decided to go Gore Beast. We do have Blue Fire and Infernal Gateway, so this is to counter Storm Vermin bricks, and then the Blue Fire is just a counter against everything basically. So it's got to be Tretch, which is fine. I can kill Tretch. And cool. So let's get the chariot heading up there, get you over here, and yeah, we can take one skirmisher to go grab that quickly, but I think we're all right. It's going to be triple Night Runners, which I don't want to mess with. Night Runners are very good against us. So, yeah, we don't want to mess with that. We're going to get that chariot in the woods, though. And let's see what the army looks like. So it's going to be, yep, Storm Vermin. Oh, yeah. Okay, I have answers at least. I mean, it could still beat me, but I do have characters and great weapons that can fight against those. Let's get some Forsaken running up there for a little bit of flanking. And first thing I call in, I mean, based on this army, I don't know. I do not know. All right, so we're going to move up there. Definitely get some Infernal Gateways on those guys. Chaos Knights will be cool. I'm honestly tempted to call in the Warriors with great weapons because they're going to be, I mean, God, it's quad Storm Vermin with Tretch. Now, Tretch is not necessarily a meme, okay? People bring Tretch in matchups in which they're worried about getting their Lord sniped. So that is basically, you bring Tretch and he's just like unkillable and he just sits there and pokes. But both of my characters can probably defeat Tretch in combat. So that is very nice. Collins next. Are we going to bring in the Armored Trolls? Probably not. Probably just the Chaos Warriors. So let's get the Warriors up. Get them waddling here. And now we got to deal with the Night Runners. So they're going to come for us here. All right. So let's get you guys up and up. See if we can maybe steal that side objective. We are going to get this one. So that's great. And we'll get some Forsaken on the flanks to start causing havoc. And it's time to start getting poked. Thankfully, we do have the Protoss shield. So the Night Runners aren't going to do a whole lot against us. We could try and head them off here with the Hellstriders and get a pick on one of them, which would be nice. So we're going to do that. And you know what? Let's like start capturing this objective first and just eat those shots. All right. So the Forsaken are going to come around the flank here. And we got the boys ready to go. So let's move up like so and move up like so. Aecold and company stand at the ready. We want to screen you out so our great weapons don't get punished. So we're going to screen you out. And we do steal their back objective, and we now have this objective too. So things are going, I would say, pretty good for us out of the gates. Let's get on those clan rats. Get on those clan rats. And we're just going to screen here. Keep these great weapons kind of tight to our chest. And for our next disappearing act, what do we want to call out? More Forsaken? Manticore? Probably more Forsaken. Forsaken are just great for hunting and causing havoc. We do manage to steal the side objective, which is awesome. So let's go ride down there and get those guys. And now back in the epicenter of combat, we're going to get you guys involved there and you great weapons here. Let's do this. Get these marauders right there. And the Gorby's Chariot charge into Storm Vermin, a little bit risky, but seemed to work okay. And we're going to wait on the magic. Yeah, don't want to charge into the spears, obviously. Gorby's Chariot, yeah, Storm Vermin are able to, break them up pretty good here. All right, so that's looking fine. Let's get you here, and then you here. You there. Back into the trees you go. And Forsaken will obviously annihilate those clan rats. Let's pull back down here. And now we need to just focus on winning some of these fights here, right? Just kind of get into these. Let's get our characters to go right there, go after you, and get these basic marauders to screen out. And now we do have Doom Flayers coming for us, right? So let's go get these anti-large Hellstriders, get them over there, see what they can do, pull you around the back, and pull this Gorby's Chariot in. You guys move up, and now we need to get some fat magic, right? So we need to just get a big old magic on you. Lock them down, punish them, and just hold the objective, basically. That's going to be the plan. Yeah, Doomflayer's doing awesome work. Not a lot I could do about that, unfortunately. Gorby's Chariot's going to move in there, and we do get the huge vortex on those Storm Vermin, so that feels very, very good. So you guys grind these down, and what are we calling next? Those Forsaken on the outside get absolutely wrecked. But now let's see if we can get that Chariot action coming in. Warrior's going to arrive, and you guys can move up too. We do get slapped with the Flensing Rune, which is a good play. And, yeah, the Forsaken, did they do any damage there? Those are Clan Rat Spears. We're just going to keep these Hellstriders to keep those Doomflayers honest. And the Gorby's does get into combat here. Let's call an advance score at this point, just for a little bit of diving. How are we looking? We do have the objective advantage. The Skaven are pretty firmly holding their back point there. So let's call this in. And once again, we do get nailed by that. That freaking Flensing Rune hurts. All right. Yeah, we might have problems with these Doomflayers. I'm starting to kind of feel issues with them. My characters are taking a lot from the Flensing Rune, which feels bad. I'm down pretty heavily in value with no healing, so feeling a little bit naked in that regard. Let's get you guys, and let's get you back. And the Forsaken and company are getting a good little bump and grind here, but I feel like we're in a losing position. Despite getting a really good Vortex there, it doesn't feel great. And the Hellstriders aren't going to make a difference. I should have called in Armored Chaos Trolls. That was for sure the play. All right, well, we blundered. Could cost us the game, but we'll find out. So Manticore's on the way in. Maybe Terror Routes are going to be our best friend. I'm not sure. Yeah, Forsaken are still surging into the backfield here. We got great weapons about to reach those. And the Gorby's Chariots, let's get them on the Clan Rats. You hunt these down, and Armored Chaos Trolls. All right, so Trolls for the Troll God. Let's get those Hellstriders out, see if they can do a little bit of hunting here. Now we need to save up for another Vortex to nuke another unit, if possible. Forsaken are hunting pretty aggressively. Flensing Rune is going to hurt bad here. So, yeah, these are just both Clan Rat units. Okay, we have another Vortex now, so we need to see what's up here. Manticores and Warriors are chasing these guys back. We still do have the objective, and we might just have to, sacrifice units to hold the objective. Might be one of those kind of games, right? All right, so Aecold is chopping. I'm going to just save WOM and make sure we get a really good engagement here. Manticore is doing good work, and we'll move up more Armored Trolls soon. I think we're all hands on deck on the middle. I don't think my opponent's gonna even go for the back objective, so we're just gonna do that. Okay, we do have a Storm Vermin brick here still, I think. Yeah, they're very tightly packed, so that should just kill them. And then the Gorby's Chariot, I don't know what kind of damage it's doing, but hopefully it's something. What do we have here? We have Night Runners. Okay, we do get another Vortex there. We get a very heavy metal push over here. Yeah, big routes from the Skaven there, which is great, including the Doomflayers. So let's get more Armored Chaos Trolls coming up. You guys keep moving, and we do get a big old punishing bombard right there. Outstanding. So Tretch, we don't want to mess with Tretch. Let's get these Chariots back, get you back here. And the Hellstriders, if we can save some of them, that would be nice for sure. Let's get these guys going to the back objective. And Chaos Knights could be something we call out, but he does have a lot of Storm Vermin still. Those Flayers there are getting wrecked. And let's pull back onto the point. Okay, Flensing Rune did not hit all of our characters that time, so that's very, very nice. Okay, so Armored Trolls have arrived. Marauder Great Weapons have arrived. Our back point is undefended, but we could use Hound's worst case scenario to try and get through that, I feel like that's something. Aecold and company have anchored down to the middle point. We got Forsaken causing all sorts of havoc here. Manticores are chasing, and those Chaos Warriors are actually doing really good. I'm very happy with their performance so far. All right, so where do we have to worry about? Let's call in some more Forsaken. Get them over there to hold that point. And Hellstriders, let's go back there and see if we can do any shenanigans on that objective. Now, we still have, what is this, a Skaven Slave unit? Yeah, so let's get you guys over, get these trolls chilling out, Marauders moving up, great weapons over here. Still Forsaken causing havoc in the backfield. Damn it, we got Rampage and Eshin Triads. That's a big blunderooski on my part. Okay, you guys hunt this down. Gorby's Chariot, let's just go clean up the back objective. We are getting up pretty high on points, and it's going to be very tough to get our characters off. That's one thing I'm kind of holding out hope for, but it really sucks that my Manscore got Rampage back there. You know, well played to my opponent. That was a very, very, very good play. I don't think I'm at risk of losing my back objective. I think that the Chariot will get back there and probably handle business. Saving up for another bombardment on those guys. And we do manage to get those Rout Ogres chased down and wiped out. Probably a Chaos Knight Colin is going to be our best friend here, is what I'm thinking. We obviously want the great weapons onto the Storm Vermin. These warriors are still doing super good. We got 2 trolls ready to pay the troll toll here. And those Storm Vermin Halberds are going to have a bad time versus Marauder Great Weapons. It's not going to be a cost-effective fight for them at all. All right, so we're still hiding in the trees. We could pop out. I think I'm going to pop out and get those Skaven Slaves. Do we call in Knights? Are Knights going to be good here? Okay, the Manscore is back. That's really nice. So we can use that to get terror routes, because we just need a source of terror, right? That's the play. And still no success on the objectives. The Gorby's Chariot has done a good job clearing it off, so now we're just going to run you up. And we almost have enough for another bombardment. So probably just that big brick right there. We do manage to get those guys. So let's go ahead and call in the Chaos Knights, move them up through the woods, and start to consider pressuring that back objective. All right, so we have another bombard here, but we want to get the Storm Vermin, right? Yeah, he's running with the Storm Vermin. Okay, those are Eshin Triads, so we're going to get these trolls back. Although, you know what? We can stay the course and just get a Fat Vortex to punish them. Yeah, which is going to be really fun. Okay, let's do that. I don't know what the hell. I just opened some weird window there. Okay, so that's going to just obliterate them pretty badly. Got a couple trolls back here who are going to do their thing. And we do have the Hellstriders on that point. A couple of these guys. Let's get Marauders moving up. And Forsaken are going to arrive at the point. They're going to arrive at the point. And we do get the big nuke there, which is good. As far as the Manscore goes, let's see if we can get a route on those Wolf Rats right there. Come back onto the objective and do the Forsaken. Give me the capture weight I need. Not quite. Now, why do we not have the cap weight here? Oh, there's an invisible unit. Oh, they're Triads. Okay. So let's get the Chaos Knights rotating to the middle. Okay, we do manage to hold the point, which is really good. The Chaos Knights and the Gore Beast arriving is super clutch. Let's get Aecold and company to start bullying Trench and reclaim our capture weight here. Yeah, the Chaos Knights, I don't know where to go with them per se. It's got to be tricky. Let's call you guys in, Let's get some more great weapons coming up. Is the back objective in danger? It's not at the moment. We do have the capture weight, so Forsaken can come here, and we can also attack you. These Chaos Knights, let's do this, and attack those Skaven Slaves. Yeah, maybe. Looks like the Rats do have a little bit more cap weight on the point now, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Maybe we can terror out some of them off. And we do manage to catch that Doomflayer, which is outstanding. All right. So those guys are going to die, but we do manage to get the Doomflayer offline. Couple sneaky Rats on the back point, so let's get those Hounds over there to help out. Call these Trolls in. Magic situation, what is that looking like? Yeah, another unit of Storm Vermin feels a little bit hard to get rid of for sure. Let's call you guys around, and the Chaos Knights, we just pound these Wolf Rats real quick. Aecold and company are just, unfortunately, I moved off the objective with them, so that was a good tricksy trap on my opponent's part. Let's get the Manticore going after this. Pull you guys around here, and are we going to have enough for another Vortex? Do I have enough WOM? I will. Okay, I'll have enough for one more, and I think we just rear charge this position, although they're confident right now, so that's not something we probably want to be rear charging. And cool, so we got a lot of units coming. Couple sneaky little Rats are going to be trying to steal our back objective. Let's unsummon you, call you guys in. Marauders are going to move up, and ooh, Chaos Knight's getting caught. That's a very haggard play on my part. Definitely should not have happened. So let's move you back. Manticore is going to maybe get some terror routes. Let's hit these Storm Vermin to the back here and get these Chaos Knights to escape. Great weapons to come in, and we need to go ahead and get you guys, move you up the side of the map. Maybe consider playing that. Okay, so our doggos did get back there and stabilize our back objective. My Lord is in a little bit of a tough position, actually. I'm hoping we can win this fight here. Let's get these Chaos Knights like down and under. We have the great weapons just kind of screening for them now. And the Armored Chaos Trolls, maybe we can break them here. That's actually going to be really bad. That's a Cleansing Rune, so feels not good for us. Okay, so just a little bit more Winds of Magic, and then we can nail these guys, hopefully. The back objective has been stabilized. Great, so we can pull you guys around. And do we rear charge you guys? Is there any sort of engagements we do here? I think we come and try and salvage the Lord situation a little bit. Yeah, I think we got to do that. All right, let's call the Trolls in. Let's go here. And now it's Gotham's Reckoning here. So we're going to go ahead and try and get them. Which one's healthier? Probably that one in the middle. All right, So you guys go start stealing that, and the Forsaken are on their way. We can call in a Poison Hound unit too. We're going to have to do a lot of shenanigans like that in order to win this game. Because we are up. I don't know if it's a triple cap situation. We do manage to break that position there with the Terror Route, which is really nice. We do get the Vortex of Doom, and we do have the sneaky business going. So let's get that. Go up here to help out with that. Couple trolls. Let's get those trolls running this way. And yeah, Aecold's doing his thing, but the back objective is in some danger. So I think we need to go ahead and reinforce that. Do we have anything to call in? We do have some warriors, but they're going to take like 500 years to get there. So that back objective is looking pretty good for us, but we need to just kind of loosely screen here, right? The Chaos Knights need to retreat now, and we can actually use them to go run down just like trash units who are heading towards the backfield there. Aecold and company. Yeah, let's get you back. Let's get you back. And I think we just start Helm's Deeping back here, because we're going to steal their home objective to the point where we win on just one, right? So we need to just be really on point with that. I should have vanguarded there. All right, so let's have you guys attack here, and then you guys flank on the side. Aecold's going to pull back. Manticore, unfortunately, does get Rampage. The middle objective we've lost, but we stole their home objective, so now we 1,000% just went on one, right? So we just pull back here, and these guys can do God knows what. We can use them to run interference. We have the great weapons trading there. Chaos Knights, I don't know what the hell happened to their charge there. There was a limp dick charge, but it happens to the best of us. You know, sometimes we all have problems. All right, let's go here. Let's go here and get you guys in two. Get them to go skirmish and provide, you know, sustainability over there. This is going to be a Night Runner, which we can easily hunt down. Assuming there's no Eshin Triads there, which I don't think there is, we can probably hunt them down. Let's get you waddling to the back objective there. And did we catch them? I think we do. And Armored Chaos Trolls are just Giga Chads. Those units are so good. Aecold Hellbrass is just fighting a Storm Vermin unit. That's like the ideal situation, right? We do catch this unit. We feast on their souls. And as long as we can break them here, that's going to be nice. All right, so we broke them, so let's run back to the trees. And now we need to go ahead and do call-ins to reinforce the back point. We should be able to Helm's Deep it, I think. I don't think my opponent even has any Storm Vermin still in the field, and the value is, you know, I'm down a little bit, but it's really kind of an insignificant amount, really. And, oh, man, I totally forgot we had a Forsaken unit back here, by the way. But they weren't there for that long. We did call them in for the shenanigans there. So let's get this. You guys go here. You guys fight here. Aecold is actually dying to a Storm Vermin, which is pretty wild. Okay, so now we can move back onto the point with all the homies. And let's get the Forsaken moving on. Yeah, we don't want to let them get this. That's for damn sure. We got to hold this for as long as possible. But I do win on one, but we want to speed the process along, right? We want to speed it along. Let's get the Hounds parked here and more Marauders to the back point. Okay, let's just get you guys swarming. The Dark Gods, they will swell in power. Chaos Knights are holding. They're doing their job. All right, what do we got down here? Yeah, it's hanging in there. The Forsaken are doing good. We do manage to break the Hounds. These are Clan Rat Spears. The capture weight is looking better for them now, but there's a chance I can break them off. Let's get a Marauder unit heading over here. Just all hands on deck right now, guys. All hands on deck. And Village, the Curseling, he's doing great this game. He's doing really good. All right, have you guys go there. These Hounds have circled around the side. Let's go nibble on these. The Forsaken are awesome in this matchup. Very, very awesome. No sense in losing these Hounds. So we're going to go hide them in the trees and just threaten to capture with them later on, right? Wins Magic, we basically got 3 Fat Vortexes. My opponent desperately trying to surge to the back objective. But honestly, like, with how hard they're investing there, I could probably just steal the middle, like, straight up. Yeah, let's see if we can do that. So we got these Hound units. Yeah, let's get you guys here. I need to take off that damn skirmish mode after I readjusted my settings and all that. So we're going to go retake the middle, because they're, like, so balls deep on trying to stabilize the back that I think we're okay to just do this. Hide you in the trees. Get the Hell Scourges. They can come to the middle, too. So capture weight, capture weight. Yeah, so we're actually just in a winning position now. It's not even a Helm's Deep anymore. We just recapture the middle, and they're just suffering, right? Yeah, looking good. So you move up, and yeah, GG. I think we got it. Let's unsummon the... You know what? At this point, unsummoning them is pointless. Might as well keep what little staying power they have on the battlefield. We do recapture the middle, and let's get those Hound units out here. And once again, the Dark Gods feast, ladies and gentlemen. Warriors of Chaos feeling pretty good tonight. Village has... Oh my god, do you see how many kills Village has? Jesus, that's insane. All right, let's get him up here. So Village has 559 kills. Those rats were just getting obliterated, man. Oh my goodness. Did we actually capture this? I think we do. Yeah, we do catch that, which is nice. Let's pull back, get the Hellstriders in there, and that's going to be it. All right. That was a good scrap. Limp Disket. Limp Disket. Oh, that's good. Yeah, Tretch was hard to kill, but, you know, we weren't trying to Lord Snipe that game. The Flayers actually kind of got shut down by the Hellstriders, and the Manticore was good against them too. Village, though, an insane amount of rats have been slaughtered. 559! That is so many from the Curseling. Damn. And then Eocold, of course, you know, he paid for himself. He did fine. Aspiring Champions, really decent performance, actually, even against Stormvermin. So 600, 700. Gorby's got 1,000 value, guys. Yeah. The Gorby's Chariot, look at that. That's pretty decent, right? Armored Chaos Trolls did fine, but the Gorby's Chariot did more than the freaking Chaos Knights did. Okay, maybe I got to experiment with Chariots more. Maybe the time is upon us. The Flensing Runes are definitely what hurt us. That was the scariest part. That was like where the rats got most of their... You have to remember the rats were ahead on value, but it was kind of false because they were Flensing Runing my characters, and that was a lot of value. But the characters were still functional to the bitter end. So I was probably ahead on value, or very close in reality, aside from the Flensing Rune of my characters there. Okay, report the score. We're going to be Warriors of Chaos versus Skaven. Okay. And there we are. And looking around, the round is about finished. I need to give a bye round to this player. Hold on. There we are. So Chris needs a bye round point. And then we can advance the round. Gorby's and Razorgore Chariots IMO are a must take. Yeah, they seem pretty good. I mean, 1,000 value, and I honestly lapsed in micro too. I kind of forgot about it at one point, and it still did good despite my negligence. So I'm not unhappy with that at all. All right, yeah, Village was an MVP though. You know, Sigvald is the go-to, but that I know Stormvermin are all the hotness now. So I wanted the Vortex that has 100% armor piercing because Burning Head doesn't clear out Stormvermin super well. They're able to kind of endure it, which, yeah, you don't want to mess with that. So, all right, let's refresh this and advance the round. So far, we're off to a good start. As long as our tiebreakers perform, we're going to be okay. And cool, so let's advance the Swiss. Awesome, awesome. See what's cooking here. And round 3. Round 3 is live. Goblins, round 3 is live. All right, so the Goblins are notified of the round. We're on Ragnarok Lair, which is a better map for us, actually. These big open maps are a little hard for Chaos. Our opponent is probably going to be someone very strong since we're undefeated, so it'll be someone... prepare for the Bear, who's playing... Oh my god, I think we have a Warriors of Chaos mirror match. Oh, that's hilarious. Are you walk also? Oh my god, I think we have a Warriors of Chaos mirror match, guys. Ah. It's Norska. Okay, we're fine. It'll be it's not a mirror match, thankfully. Okay. All right, so let's put up our army blocker and start working on the build. All right. How would you build versus Tzeentch? I'm not sure, Dreadsaurian. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Probably just like Valkia. I'd probably use Valkia as my main character, as my lord against Tzeentch, because she could just like chase down and duel all those characters and is really strong. Yeah, we're playing Norska though, so this is fun. Probably going to see a Mammoth, I would suspect. Against Norska, man, I don't know. How do we play this? I mean, there's a lot of fun choices here. I have some fun ideas. I got some fun ideas here. You guys are going to like the way you look, I guarantee it. Okay. This is one of my most forbidden playstyles from back in the day. Okay, so I think that looks good. And then we can cut this ability. Awesome, awesome. This is just such a mouth-breathing build. I don't know if that will even work. Oh man, are we going to be able to make this work? I'm thinking of like some really forbidden tech. Supremely forbidden. Oh, yeah, I think we probably need a couple of those to complement the style of this build. Now, what else do we need to worry about here? Rot Knights, are Rot Knights any good against these guys? Probably not. Unfortunately, probably not great. I'm bringing up one unit just for you guys. It could lose me the game, but it could also just be the most badass thing ever, so I think it's worth. So what? That's a lot more money for those guys. It's a lot more money. Tabletop style tournament. Yeah, I'll make the blocker bigger. There we go. Archeon will serve his purpose for the Dark Gods. There you go, Archie. Okay. I always wonder, like, didn't they buff War Shrines this patch? Do they still need to build up? Yeah, they do, right? Or no, they don't anymore. Yeah, but War Shrines are just going to get killed by all the Javelin units and stuff, so you're going to have a terrible time with that. As cool as they may be. Okay, looks fine. You saw him? You think that's who it is? I might switch my Lord still, though. Kolek in this matchup could actually potentially be decent. Archeon's also very good. He's a powerful dude. Okay, so now for the rest of today's circus, what kind of units are we going to want against Norska? Norska, their anti-infantry is what? Yeah, Shaggoths are also an option, like a Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. Yeah, let's get you. Take this also. Now we're a little bit over, so we got, what, 600 Gs left? What does this thing do? Yeah, it lowers speed. Affects enemies 1 max. I guess you could use that, yeah. It's a pretty good effect. I think these guys are actually like really sleeper good in this matchup. Okay. So there's some big expensive units that are going to take a long time to call in. Oh man, those guys are pricey. There's so much, like, I'm limited by my chaos marks. There's a lot of cool stuff I want to bring and show you guys, but we're just kind of struggling to afford it all, really. I think Marauder champs are a bit of a problem. Probably Forsaken are decent for fast capture weight. Okay, so do we go throwing axes in this matchup or javelins? Probably we do this instead. Yeah, that looks way better to me. Oh, that's the answer. Oh, you guys are going to be so excited for this. Oh, yeah, that's the way to do it, baby. Talk dirty. Dude, this build is so haggard. Oh, my God. Okay, we got to cut this. Dude. Skin wolves, you could deal with them a couple different ways. You definitely can. Oh, God, that's so jank, though. It's so janky. Oh, the temptation. The temptation is very real here, guys. Okay, how much are they? 1,600? God, why are those things so freaking expensive? Jesus Christ, that's so pricey. I think we gotta cut this and go with this. Man, this is a truly forbidden build. It's playing Norska? Okay. Yeah. It's go time, I guess. Oh, man. Yeah, you have to sign up for my Only Trolls account if you want to get past the screen blocker. Yeah. Only channel members can get rid of the screen blocker. How obnoxious would that be if that was actually a thing? Jesus. Turned kind of chaos lately. Chaos Dwarves and Empire are my favorite factions. But followed up behind that, I for sure really like Warriors of Chaos. They have such a low win rate right now, which is wild. Okay, so somebody in chat, I hope it's your birthday, because I brought Chosen of Corn for you. So we have a core of Marauder Horsemen. Yes. So let's get you here and you here. And then we have Festus with a chosen brick, chosen halberds, and then we do also have Chosen of Corn backing them up. So a triple chosen build. I mean, it doesn't get too much more metal than that. You know what I'm saying? You know you want it. You know you dirty dogs wanted this build. Look at it. And Festus is going to be AoE healing them. He's got healing. It's your birthday tomorrow. Close enough, dude. I got you. They're going to lose me the game? How dare you, dude? You got to put your faith in the gods. If he goes with elite infantry, it's going to be a really bad time for him. Okay, so we're not going to win that one, so we should just go to the middle. Go to the middle here. Do this, and cool. I brought throwing axes just in case there's a mammoth or something, and there is. Okay, double mammoth, Jesus. It's a good thing I have pointy sticks. So anti-large, I do have some. I'm going to call it a Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. I was expecting mammoth, so. Festus, we want to go for the healing elixirs. Move up. Doesn't look like they want to give me that for free. Are these throwing axes or horse masters? They're horse masters, so they're going to dominate me in the skirmish game. That is for sure. So I'm just going to yield the objectives out of the gates because I can't win those. And cool. So we'll call you down, just get you guys guarding this, and then, yeah. It's over for the Chosen. How dare you? You have little faith. You got to believe in the dark gods. They're here to help. We're just going to wait to engage until we get a Shaggoth, because the Shaggoth should be able to do some work here. I almost went for Kolek. I almost did, but the Norskins are very good at killing big targets. So yeah, these are just horse masters, so their DPS shouldn't be that scary against infantry. Yeah, like Kolek should be able to heal through that, and we can go see if we can get any attacks on this mammoth. And you know, my throwing weapons will also be decent. Let's pull you guys back a little bit. We're just gonna wait till we get our answers before we engage. We don't want to engage early and just die. Yeah, Chosen halberds might be good against the mammoth. I actually don't know how that engagement will go. So we're gonna find out the hard way, because we're gonna eat some fat charges. Okay, let's get through the trees and call you in. Oh my god, it's freaking 2,000 gold for those guys, for real? Okay, we actually nailed them with some throwing axes, which is funny. Dude, it takes so long to get these, oh my god. Alright, so let's get you guys going, get you in group 4. I don't think we have to worry about this objective being stolen quite yet. We're going to get that Shaggoth going, and the boys are back in town. So we're going to take the Chosen down here. The Chosen of Khorne, that is. Let's get you guys on those Marauders, and we're just going to take the halberds to the middle, right? With the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, and hopefully be able to perform. You really want to fight me here? It's interesting. I'm happy to just kite and, you know, trade effectively there. Calling some Poison Hounds, see if they want to keep chasing that. This is a big loss for them. They're losing that horribly. All right, so let's get this going. Yeah, go get you. Outstanding. And now we just move up and see how the halberd brick performs. What do we have? Final transmutation. Okay, so we need to fan out a little bit so we don't get like nailed super hard, and keep Festus in the middle is going to be the play. All right, so you guys and you guys move up. Let's get you guys here, you guys here. Let's go charge defense, and the Shaggoth needs to come under here and get on him. Now we're going to go engage there. All right, so the party's on. We do manage to stabilize the bottom objective. And now we're going to go ahead and start going after Wulfric. And yeah, we got Chosen halberds nearby too, which are going to be... Okay, so let's see if we can get out of this with these guys. It's going to hit a couple units, but at the end of the day, we should be able to heal through it. All right. Outstanding. So Festus does get punched in the face a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. We're going to get you up here and just start throwing and throwing. Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, let's get him on the big man. And Festus is going to need to heal himself, because otherwise he could get sniped, and that would be just a disaster. Poison Hounds, we need to get you chasing these. Down and down. Let's call in some Armored Trolls for a little bit of business. And the Chosen halberds have broken back the Norskins, actually. They're having trouble with these engagements, that is for sure. Now we're about to get Poison Hounds on there. And oh, that's right, we have this stupid skirmish mode. You guys have been telling me that nonstop too. Dragon Ogre Shaggoth is giving the business to Wulfric, which is great. And remember, we have healing and they don't, right? So that's pretty massive. Let's do this and this. Those Chosen are about to get mulched. And we do start to overtake the middle. So that's great. The Metalcaster actually coming to fight me here, which is interesting. Okay, do we win this fight? I think we do. I just think we have the numbers advantage. The Chosen of Khorne, unfortunately, are having a bad time. But the halberd boys are doing good, and the Shaggoth is maybe going to get his Metalcaster. We might be able to get him. I'm going to actually Rancid Visitations this guy. Yeah, we're going to do a fat Rancid right now, because that is a free dead wizard. All right, bouncing back. Let's get the Trolls moving in. Chosen of Khorne got flattened. Who's surprised? Right, that was to be expected. We do get that caster, and he's charging Skinwolves into my big boys here. Yeah, we definitely kill his caster. Let's just have the doggos do it so we don't have to like be as committed and move up that way. All right, so for the next call-in, we're going to go ahead and get more Armored Trolls because they're pretty good against a lot of his army. And we get these guys to the middle. The Chosen have done well here. Let's pull back, and we can just forsake this side objective. The Chosen of Khorne are still fighting, by the way, just super giga chads. All right, so nope, we don't want to do that. Let's get you throwing. I'm throwing here. And where's the Shaggoth? Okay, the Shaggoth is chasing that wizard off, but now there's not going to be any more final transmutations, which is really, really nice for us. We can start playing the back objective as well. Shaggoth is returning, and Wulfric is actually getting punished by all these throwing axes. Hell yeah. All right. Chosen of Khorne, they're still fighting, dude. Let's go. Oh, yeah. You got to love to see it. And we're starting to take that objective back as well. All right. Throwing axes and throwing axes. The middle objective's looking great. Let's get some Forsaken starting to work down here. You know, plan for the long game here. Let's get the Shaggoth intercepting those Condom Wolves, and the Chosen and company are doing very good. This Mammoth is being circle beaten, and you guys laughed at the Chosen. There was people in chat saying we were going to get wrecked here, but, you know, never underestimate them. They're trying their best. All right. So, yes, let's get you guys moving in. He's chasing very aggressively here. And Wulfric is super low. Mammoths are laying a bit of a whooping on that. Well, we should probably retreat with the Trolls. Yeah, they're in a very dangerous position. We need to get the Shaggy down there. All right, so throwing axes. Chosen have held it, and now we're going to go ahead and send a Chosen down there, and Festus is going to start waddling this way. What's chasing us here? Is it? Do we have any hounds to call out? We don't, sadly. So it's just gonna be the suffering. All right, so the Shaggoth needs to go, and if we can get a Rancid on Wulfric, we might be able to kill him. We're just going to guard this with a Chosen unit. The Forsaken have arrived on the backside, and what do we have out of call out here? Nothing really. We're going to save for Summoners of Rage because they're going to be our best friend here. Yeah, the Condom Wolves are a problem. Those are a big problem here. Thankfully, we're pulling these guys apart, which is good. And the Chosen there are hanging. Let's get these Chosen ready to go. Okay, are we going to win this fight here? It's kind of hard. I don't think so. Let's go ahead and get a... can we overcast it? No, we can't. Okay, we're just going to Rancid you. We might need to retreat from this whole area and just start playing the other side, to be honest. So we're going to kind of start working down here. Forsaken and losing to the Marauder Berserkers, which is interesting, but it is what it is. Let's go chase you. Have you guys fight there. Chosen are doing the work of the gods. Festus needs to start retreating. Wulfric is almost dead. But we need to get you back. And the Chosen of Khorne, man, they didn't hear any bells. They're still going, which is so awesome, by the way. I love to see it. All right, so you guys keep running. Let's get you guys back. We're going to need a little bit of milk for you guys. And now the Chosen are starting to overtake that low ground objective. And let's hit the back of those Marauder Berserkers. All right. So Festus and the Shaggy are going to go to the middle. The Chosen of Khorne are just going to keep grinding on that point for as long as humanly possible. And Summoners of Rage will be here soon. We do start to get the capture weight on this objective. Those are Marauders. So even though they will trade well into us, they will end up losing it. Wulfric is basically out of the picture. He's a non-factor at this point. All right. Keep running, Trolls. Get away from those damn Condom Wolves. And Shaggy, does Shaggy... Okay, they just resummoned their wizard, their Harry Potter. So that's a good play. Let's get you down there. And yeah, the character immediately takes a lot of damage. This is a really close game. Very, very close. Trolls are just routing all over the place, which feels really bad. So we're going to take some fat L's with that. But once we get the Summoners of Rage, I think we're going to be in good shape. I think we'll be all right. Festus is on his way down. Because we have this relatively healthy Chosen unit that can do its thing here. And yeah, how are we looking capture weight-wise? Let's go down there and get that. Having a lot of trouble dealing with these Condom Wolves. They're a big issue. I mean, they suck against our Chosen pretty bad, which is nice. But can we actually win these engagements? I think the Chosen will grind it out. I think they will. Let's go get that caster there. Yeah, and now there's a Mammoth coming in. But, like, you know, we should be okay against it, right? So Trolls are rallying. We do have the Summoners of Rage now. So let's get these Trolls back. Call you in, get these. They're a hard counter against Skin Wolves, like hard counter. They do magic damage, and those Chaos Warriors have finally arrived. So now we just need the Chosen to Giga Chat it in the middle. We're going to go ahead and I think we're going to just fleshy them. I think that's more cost effective. And as far as points go, we're in a dodgy position. But if we get a double cap right here, I think we'll be okay. Shaggy's doing really good work. Let's get you guys doing this. Summoners of Rage are just bashing those Skin Wolves to the Shadow Realm. We're going to fight here, and maybe with a little bit of Poison Hound support, we can break those guys. We're going to find out. All right, so we don't want to leave the middle, obviously. Almost threw the game there. That's being taken. Let's get you up here. Summoners of Rage have done it. I think we got this one now, because we're going to get this bottom objective, right? Shaggy is going to get that, and I think those Condom Wolves are going to die there. Festus and company are returning back to the middle. And do I have a Vanguard Colin? I'm going to need one here because the capture weight situation is a little bit precarious all over the battlefield. All right, so that's looking good. The Chosen of Khorne, they didn't hear no bell. Let's get them back on that point. Summoners of Rage are going to come in and dunk on those. Got great weapons cruising, and I don't know if my opponent wins on just one at this point. It's going to be kind of close. Chase away. Just let the Chosen of Tzeentch eat those shots like champs. And yeah, you kite these condom wolves around. It's fine. You guys move up here and get on the point there. So I think we're going to triple cap them here, and we're going to be okay. Yeah, back you go. Back you go. Dude, these Chosen are so cool. I love how like their staying power is so well represented, right? Yeah, Summoners of Rage, like, they have zero answers against Summoners here, right? Like, none. All right, so let's get up. Let's get the Trolls up here. We're just kiting these Condom Wolves. Do we have anything to really do against them? Not really. Shaggy and company have done it. So let's just leave these guys here, move to the middle, take Shaggy over there as well. We do start to lose the capture weight situation. So I think what we're going to need to do is do this and move up there to make sure we don't lose the objective. Summoners of Rage do have a Chain Lightning ability. I need to get this objective. I need to stay on it, although killing that mammoth is probably more important. So we will keep that party going. All right, you guys go chase down the remnants of those Condom Wolves, and we do get the capture weight maintained here. Festus does have a Rancid. We could use it to try and like cheese that caster again. Let's move you guys here. A little bit of pressure here and here, but I think our boys can handle it. Shaggoth, go and bash those Skin Wolves. You guys move here, and you guys just fight. All right. So we do manage to hold it. The Mammoth gets Shadow Realms. Let's see if we have any Marauders in the back pocket to send. We do. Great. So now we just get like just Haggard cap weight units up, and hopefully they can finish the job. All right. So we move in. Points are a little dodgy, you know, a little bit, but I think we have good enough quality units over there that we're fine. Festus and company needs to waddle back that way. The Shaggoth is killing quite a bit. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We have a Chain Lightning. Let's go ahead and do that right here, because you got to remember those guys do have a bound Chain Lightning ability, so it's pretty freaking sweet. Chosen are coming. Let's get some great weapons move in. They can just kind of split the difference, and we're kind of just farming right now. Like, my opponent is just desperation trying to capture objectives, and I don't think it's going to work out. I don't think it's going to work out. Yeah, the Dark Gods, I mean, there's a reason the Warriors of Chaos subjugate Norska, right? You know, it's how it goes. Losing that caster early on was a rough one, too, for my opponent as well. The Chosen are still fighting, too. Those Chaos Warriors down there doing great work. Let's pull them up here. And Hounds and Chosen of Khorne. 1,400 value, guys, on the Chosen of Khorne, right? That's not a joke. That is not a joke. All right, Wolfric is back, and he didn't hear any bells, so we're going to see if we can maybe just head off some of these guys, just like head them down right here, charge them, yeah. Shaggy and company are getting it done. My opponent's triple capped. I think we hold down here. Maybe. Let's go park you to make sure. I mean, at this point, I easily went on 2, so I can stop trying to swarm the objective so much. Wolfric actually gets hunted by a bunch of Warhounds, so he's probably going to die. Summoners of Rage chasing him back. Let's get the Mammoth in there. Get you guys piling in to fight. You guys here. In the woods, that's looking good. And more great weapons can center in the middle. Blood for the Blood God. Yeah, I know. Seriously. Skulls are flowing for all parties involved. All right, I don't want to just give this objective up, though, if I can avoid it. Is there anything speedy I can get down there? I do have Forsaken, but... All right, GG. We got it. Yeah, the Dark Gods. They feast. Chosen of Khorne. Building mostly... Yeah, they were great. They held for a long time. 1,400, 800, and 1,800 on the Chosen. So Chosen with big performances there. Festus was fine. He was just healing, right? So you don't expect much from him. Aside from that, Summoners of Rage 1,500, Dragon Ogre Shaggoth 1,600. So they all did pretty well. Wolfric got bullied. The other Mammoth also... Oh no, 1,700. That Mammoth did good. Because this was the Mammoth that killed the Chosen of Khorne. So I think that's why that one got value. But we had good answers against the Condom Wolves. Yeah. Okay. So where are we at? Checking here. Okay. Just checking here with a little bit of admin stuff. All right. Okay. So let's report our score, and then I need to do some admin work. So that's going to be Warriors of Chaos versus Norska. We're bringing the Warriors of Chaos win rate up. They were at, I think, like 30% when we started, so it's going to be a little bit better here today. Warriors of Chaos versus Norska, good. When the DLC for Boris comes out, will they make... I have no idea. Hopefully it does come out, firstly. I mean, I would be super excited. The volume a bit? Want to hear the lads? Yeah, I'll turn up the game volume. Okay. So Outer Region is playing. Tom played their game. Somebody said they were dropping, I think. I don't know who Outpost is. Let's see if we can find them. Jesus, jump scare. Yeah, also my computer got updated to Windows 11, so it's been taking some getting used to. Okay, I don't think there's any more admin stuff I need to do, right? Don't think so. Okay, I need to turn that stupid skirmish mode off because that's just been trolling me this entire night. Options, advanced. It's in gameplay, right? I don't even know. I haven't had to do that in so long. Controls. Does anybody know where the skirmish thing is? Game settings? Okay, it's probably in here. Default skirmish mode. There it is. All right. Yep, looks like we're all set. So now we're just going to hang for the next round. Volume as well. You guys want the volume up a little bit? I usually have the volume very low, but we can turn it up like 5%. You got to be careful because otherwise it'll drown you out. My condolences. Yeah, I know. I did turn off skirmish. Yeah, I did. So we should be good for the next round. All right, so what's next? Fresh. Looks like we have a handful of games still to play. Drof God needs to get their points for the bye rounds. This player didn't check in, but they're in the tournament. That's very strange. I don't know how that worked, how that happened, but some witchcraft is afoot. Oh my god, yeah, the Windows 11 was super annoying. It was like, I literally spent like an hour uninstalling a bunch of their bullshit off the computer. It's like, do you want all these annoying programs that are just awful compared to their competitors? I'm like, no, I'm good, thank you. We were 3-0 so far, guys. The Dark Gods are undefeated, and we haven't had weak opponents either. It's been solid players, so I'm confident that we have a decent shot at least making top 4. But if we do lose our next game and our opponents don't do well, then we could lose out on tiebreaker, which would feel bad. But honestly, I don't mind. I'm like, this performance, I'm already happy with. Yeah. How long are we going for? Oh, we got a while longer. We just finished game 3 using a badass Chosen build, which was really fun. And yeah, now we're rolling. Who's in the top brackets? Let's look at the brackets together. We could do that right now. Okay, hold on. All right, where are we at? Checking. Everything looks good. All right. So in the tournament, we undefeated is Blood Penguin, myself, Via Anime, Via Anime defeated a Voidlaw Smurf the other day. So if you guys remember that other tournament we had, that was most likely Voidlaw Smurfing. So we banned that player. But Via Anime defeated them. So very impressive stuff. Alexander's, a couple people, I think one of these guys are fighting for an undefeated spot too. So there's going to be a handful. And then we'll be going into round 4. So I need my opponents to do well, right? Like I need Prepare for the Bear to win their next game. I need, who else did we play? I don't even remember. It was so many moons ago. We need Harrison to do well. Harrison's doing well for our tiebreaker. He's doing good. He's won his last 2 since playing us. So yeah, it's good. It's all good. Yeah, I got a buff for my new mouse. That's right. Dude, I'm telling you, it's so much better. Millennial gods are smiling on us. They are, man. They are. We're trying. Why doesn't the Void Lull just be normal? That's what I always used to say. God, dude, he was so good at the game. He was always, relatively pleasant to me, but I had heard of interactions with other people, but he was good enough to just win by playing fair, but like he ended up shooting himself in the foot, right? Because like if he just didn't cheat and like dual box, he probably would have won multiple events. And all he cares about is money, in my opinion, from what I can see. Like, he would have been winning events and making money, right? Not a lot, but something, you know. Might have won a CA event, made like $2,000, or, you know, one of my events and won like 500. But instead, you just cheat and you just get banned, you know. It's like, feels bad, man. Feels bad. I did turn off skirmish. I did turn it off. The denied one, Warriors of Chaos or Slanesh Lord. I have no idea who you're talking about. Which character? How can you smurf as a tourney player? So the way people cheated, there was two ways. One way was that there was a mod that allowed you to see your opponent's build. The other method of cheating is you play in a competitive season or a league, and you play on 3 or 4 different accounts, and you qualify with all those accounts. Since you're the best player in the world, you qualify with 3 accounts for a grand finals, and then you have 3 accounts in the grand finals, and you play them all. So you have 3 times the chances, and you get extra lives basically to win the cash. Another way of cheating is this is something that is hard to confirm, but people will lag switch, so they'll bog down their internet when there's like a really laggy moment, like a high micro moment, which is something that has been done before for sure. But yeah, there's a lot of troll stuff. Well, in some part, you know, you got to remember, in some parts of the world, making, you know, $2,000 is going to cover you for a long time, or $500 is going to be several months rent, right? So to them, it's worth cheating for. But yeah, it's just a shame. Feels bad, but, you know, honestly, compared to the cheating other communities have endured, I don't think we've had it that bad. All right. How do you catch people who are dual boxing? Well, it's because eventually, you know, there becomes a pattern where they always make excuses about, when they have 3 accounts in a grand finals, they'll make excuses for the other account. So they'll be playing on one, and then the other account, they'll be like, oh, I have to go, you know, pick up my dad from, you know, the hospital, or, you know, I have to go grab something from the store. I'll be back in 20 minutes, right? So then they go AFK on one account while they play on the other one, and then they have buddies, like their minions, who are almost as good as them. They'll play on the Smurf accounts, even though they didn't put in the effort to qualify, right? Yes. So eventually, you know, you discover the patterns, and, you know, yeah, there's other variables too, but those are the main things. All right, 1 game to finish. We got Scrambled Egg and Attack Speed Enjoyer playing, and yeah, now we're just hanging out. Now we're just hanging, waiting for our next match. Yeah, there's been a handful of people who've done that. There's been a handful of people. Lag switching was very common. That was something that we dealt with a lot in Warhammer 2. There were certain players who would just like conveniently lag, because it's really easy to bog down your internet. There's a couple ways of doing it. And it really makes microing like a million times easier, so you don't make a lot of mistakes, right? Yeah. Still more respectable than being a dwarf player. Dwarves, we haven't been seeing as many dwarves in these tournaments lately. They've kind of, you know, they're kind of chilling in the wings. Dwarf players in tabletop are very honorable, because in tabletop, dwarves are pretty hard to play, in my opinion. In a meta full of monsters and dragons and different things like that. I'm working on a list right now. Let me show you guys real quick. So I'm playing in a tournament this weekend, but I know infantry are terrible, but I want to run a big brick of them. So I have a Sorcerer Prophet on a Bale Taurus, and he's just pure tank. He's got Armor of Silvered Steel, Talisman of Protection, and Mantle of Stone. So he's going to be Toughness 7 with a 3-up armor save and a 5-up ward save, which will be really good. Demonsmith Sorcerer, he's going to be buffing artillery with the Infernal Engineering. So he lets you reroll artillery dice, which is nice. A Black Orc War Boss. Now, normally I put him on a Wyvern, but the tabletop model for him on foot is like the coolest thing ever. So I'm going to have him on foot leading the Infernal Guard. So he's going to be leading a pack of gunline dwarves. So if somebody attacks my guns, he'll like fight them off, which is going to be super fun. I have a Hobgoblin Khan. They're rad. He's fast and he has the ruby ring. So he's going to be like running around shooting like fireballs out of his magical ring. A brick of 21 Infernal Guard Fireglaves. Black Orcs, just as attacks and kind of a, just a backline protector unit. Double Deathfreak Rocket Launcher, an Iron Demon, and a Bolt Thrower. Because in tabletop, Chaos Dwarves can actually bring Bolt Throwers, which is really, really cool. I don't know why they can't. I feel like it'd be a cool addition, but it is what it is. Yeah, those are banned. What? The Dreadquake train? In one of Milk and Cookies videos? I would need to see it to know the context, because a lot of replays that get sent oftentimes to, they aren't the most competitive players, right? So if you put me against a newer or intermediate player, and I'm going to be able to make like really haggard units maybe look good against them, right? So I'd have to see the circumstances of it. All right, let's advance the Swiss. Since your advice on a Lamassu getting silence works, maybe next time ask Demon's Tongue to get him out. Oh, yeah, I would love that. Although, there's not a precedent for that, right? Because in tabletop, Lamassus are like an anti-magic unit. They have like crazy magic res and like, yeah. Yeah, but there's no, Chaos Dwarves have never, their characters have never been able to ride the trains as far as I can tell. All right. All right, let's see here. So let's get the goblins, ping them up. Round 4 is live. Good luck, have fun. Oh my god, I'm playing Harrison again. So the Nurgle player that I beat in the first round he's back to face me. Oh, that's so funny. I'm happy. That's cool. It's a good rematch. It was a good game. He's gonna change his build super hard though. He's gonna change his build up super hard here. Yeah, that's really good. All right, let's see what's going on here. Do we have any buy rounds? Sunshine got a buy round, so I need to give them a point. And yeah, so we have we're playing Nurgle again because he did well enough in the tournament to almost catch up to me. I actually got paired down. So there was 3 undefeated players, and I got paired down into the next strongest player, which is the guy I beat earlier. So that's very funny. All right. Let's get it going. What map are we on is the question. We are on the Crystal Lake, so big open map. The Crystal Lake is upon us. All right, let's get the screen blocker up and have some fun. So you guys saw how we beat Nurgle before. That was cool, but this map is much bigger. And he's gonna be bringing and adjusting his build, I can assure you. Yeah, the rematches usually favor the loser if they're equally skilled players in my experience, because I would say if we had stats on that, it'd be pretty clear. Okay, so against Nurgle. I'm gonna try something really wacky, but it could be really good. Yeah, I'm very excited for this. Okay, so for magic, what do we want to do for magique? Let's try this out. Put you here. Don't need that. It's a really good one. We'll do this, and we will do this. Cut that, and cut that. Okay. There's some wonky stuff here. There's some very, very weird stuff we got. Now, what troop choices do we want against these guys? Yeah, the Severed Claw were really money against Nurgle, I felt. The wacky thing worked out. It did. Yeah, I know. I'm good at coming up with forbidden builds. That's definitely one of my strengths. I would say. Okay, so let's get you guys. Yes. The Forsaken were okay. I wasn't like loving them. We definitely need to get Armored Chaos Trolls because they're absolute beasts in this matchup. You think it's going to be Chosen of Khorne? Maybe you're right. Maybe there will be some Chosen of Khorne. Ah, that's right. Okay, there's something very important I almost forgot. Okay, so yeah, we're going to need to find a mark there, aren't we? Feels bad, but yes, we will. Okay, so let's get this, and then we're going to want you. Cut all those abilities. Great, so that's going to be that. Well, this build is very forbidden, I would say. It's very evil. You know what? That actually seems more fun to me. God damn. Okay, cut that. Damn, dude, that unit's expensive. Holy shit. I forgot about how expensive this character is. Oh, maybe we got to do something else. I don't think that's going to work. It's just way too pricey. Okay. How long does this ability last for? Yeah, so that's very good. And then that is good too. I think we cut that. And then we can maybe slap down you. Okay. Choices. Nope, I think we go with the other route. Dude, this build is going to be so Chad. You guys are going to freaking love it. Okay. Then we probably need to get some dudes for the dude god here. Plague Toads are annoying for sure. Probably going to see a Kugath pick. I would wager that there's a little bit of Kugathing going on. These guys are good against most things on the roster. These guys are also quite good. Rot Knights are a bit of a problem, actually, but I think we can just... We could bring Rot Knights of our own, right? If we want to. Rot Knights are... they do use one of your Chaos Marks, though. That's a little bit trolly, isn't it? It is a little bit troll. The Rot Knight RORs are super badass, too. Forsaken, they get up to the point. They probably kill Pestigors pretty quickly, although I haven't tested that. It is fast capture weight. The Aspiring Champions, I liked them last match. I felt like they were pretty menacing. Weird spawn. The spawn units actually did really good too. I was very pleasantly surprised with their performance. Just kind of chewing through units and staying the course, providing a little bit of buffering for your infantry. Oh, that's the play right there, baby. Oh, but is that... Like, which one's better? Which one is better? Those things don't do freaking fire damage? Are you serious? What the hell planet are we living on? That is the weirdest of weird. I wish you could, like, transfer your remaining resources between your reserves and your reinforcements here. Okay. I think we just need a little bit more meat and potatoes here. And for our last disappearing act, you and you. These are a little cheaper, and then we can get one more Marauder. Okay, I think I'm ready. This build is really, really weird. Like, I don't think he's going to be able to even fathom what I'm bringing. Will we see any Order factions? Yeah, soon. I'll be playing some Order soon. Yeah, I'll be playing some Order. We'll do a little Order Tide. Yeah, I don't think he's going to go Kugath. I suspect I know what he's going to do. I think he's just going to go for, like, a Chaos Lord. Yeah, the Chaos Lord could be his choice. I mean, Archaon can beat the brakes off those kind of characters, that's for sure. With the Slayer of Kings and all that goodness. Alright, let's get this. Let's get that. Yes. Yes. And then how much money do we save here? Now we have 800 more gold, and that's awesome. Yeah, I wanted to do a Be'lakor build, but I just think he's too expensive. It feels bad, but it's the reality of the situation. Is that your boy Be'lakor is a little bit too pricey. He's not doing it. The music in this game is getting real crunk. You guys hear it? The orchestrals and stuff? Alright. I just completely changed my build again at the last second because indecisive. Yeah, I did change the skirmish. I almost brought Be'lakor, but like I don't want Be'lakor to be fighting the Nurgle Chaos Lords. I feel like that's going to be rough for him. So yeah, we switch it up. All right, let me get the screen blocker down. There you go. Perfect. Haven't seen a Charybdis from Dark Elves. Yeah, it doesn't really suit their style, honestly. Dark Elves are really good. They're like a top tier faction, but Charybdis doesn't really fit into the formula. It's just yeah, they don't do monster mash well, Dark Elves. Because their monsters aren't super good. I mean, the Black Dragon is very strong, but aside from that, you gotta have faith in Be'lakor. I tried, but this build is very forbidden. You guys are gonna love it, I promise. Alright, oh, that's right, Harrison takes a while to load in. I forgot. Good luck, dude. For the forbidden build. I wonder if he's going to be thinking I'm using Kolek again. Probably not. He's probably expecting a change. Remember when he was a Scourge back in War? Oh, yeah. Be'lakor was really OP when he first came out. He was very, very OP. Like the new build's protection art. Missed the pug cow. Yeah, we'll get it back. We'll get the old art back. Any high elves today? There is a high elf player, I think. Outer Region's been playing high elves. I actually got revenge on him last night. We played because he beat my Chaos Dwarves the previous tournament, and then I took down his high elves last night in last night's tournament. Wasn't streaming it though, but we'll have a video on it later. I think I've seen Cold Voider and Norska ROR in the game. It's good. Yeah, people use it in land battle a lot more. Land battle has a pretty strict rule sets on like big monsters and things like that. I think the size of the map is a boon for us. I think it'll be helpful. We'll see. We will see. Just got to not micro like a potato and we should be fine. Man, what an efficient tournament, by the way. We're like 2 hours in and we're about to get to the semifinals. By the way, tonight's tournament has a different format for the semis and the grand finals. You have a pick and ban system. So you're not locked. I'm not locked into Warriors of Chaos if I make the semis. And here's the thing, guys. I couldn't, get a tournament done here without bringing the Lord. I mean, I'm playing Warriors of Chaos, right? You got to bring the Lord of the End Times. You got to do it, So check out this forbidden tech, right? You guys like that? My opponent's build, yeah, that's right. Only in land battle you can see that. So Archon, Spirit Leech, Burning Head, Slayer of Kings. We got some skirmishers, some of these guys. We're going to see what he's doing. Yeah, Be'lakor is okay in some matchups, actually. I don't think he's ever the optimal choice, but he's functional is a good way of putting it. Oh, 8 units, that's right. Oh, very elite. So he probably changed his build. He knows that the infantry Unga Bunga didn't work against me, so he's trying to do something different. And reserves, I got, Severed Claw, Muty Beast. I have a Nurgle Sorcerer because, if you're going to bring Archeon, you need to be able to heal him. Double Gore Beast. It's fun. We're going to, I want to test the limits of chariots and see what they can do, right? So that's going to be really fun. All right, so we're going to just get all the objectives, like, right away. We're going to move you guys up here, and we're going to go scout his army. So he's got Bile Trolls, Marauders, and Marauders. Okay, that's fine. As long as we get the triple cap on him right away, like, I'm happy. We need to call in some infantry, probably out of the gates, so we don't have to babysit. So we're just going to get, like, double Marauder and just have them waddle up here. Oh, interesting. So he's got Pesties coming. That's cool. Archeon should be able to bully these guys with the Hellstriders. And the Gore-Beast Chariots are on the way. Cool. So let's come over here. So Archie's going to charge in there, and he's going to butter some bread. We're going to get around the back of these units and just start... if we can get a route on these guys, like, right away, that'd be sweet. Okay. So it's going to be a little bit tricky. Archeon's going to flee through those units. Hopefully not get caught, but we're going to do this and park here. Chase them back, and we're going to keep you guys in the bushes. So we did predict the Chaos Lord, right? That was very, very good that we figured that out. Okay, let's get you back. And we do manage to steal the objective from them, so that's great. So we have one Marauder here. We're going to bring one over here too. And pull you guys back. Great. So now we got all the goodies here. Yeah, these are going to be sword and board Marauders. Now we can bring these guys over and have a little bit of fun potentially. So we're going to pull you back. What do we call in next? Do we do some armored trolls? I feel like he's hiding some shit in the woods. Like, he's saving up for something. For shizzle. I think since he's not pressuring us, I think we can just afford to save. Because we're getting a massive points lead right now. So this is a big win for me. I'm very happy about this. What the hell is this? Ah, Pestigores. Okay, great. So we could just go run them down. That's a free kill right there, basically. So we're going to go get those Pesties. Because the Gore Beast is going to just butter their bread. Even in the woods, the Chariots will probably still kill them. So we do get the Chariot charges. They're going to go in. That's a free kill right there. Let's pull you guys up. And do we route them? Let's see. Okay, there's a Chaos Sorcerer back there. We do get a nice charge. And now he knows about the Forbidden Gore Beast, right? So I think we pull back because I don't want to get caught in a bad situation here. Feels a little bit dangerous. And let's retreat. Archeon's going to go bash that Chaos Lord here. So we're going to pop Slayer of Kings and we're going to give him the business. And of course Archeon misses because he's a Chad. Alright, so we got the Spirit Leech going. We unfortunately have used Slayer of Kings, but we'll see if he can actually connect. Oh my god, Archeon's just doing the damage to that guy, isn't he? Alright, let's get these guys going back in. Charge here. Oh, Archeon, dude! Look at him dominating that Chaos Lord. Oh, that's freaking awesome. That's so much damage already. All right, so we got Marauders hanging out. Let's get the Muty Beast coming. It's going to waddle up here. Archie did the work of the gods, so let's pull back. And let's just get these Chaos Chariots to start swarming through the lines, right? So back here and here. Archaon is doing work. He put a huge beating down on those guys. All right, so let's retreat. Let's get these Chaos Chariots to start hammering. And yeah, we just park here and just, chariot time. Oh, Gorebeastin time, dude. It's Gorebeastin time. It's Morbin time. All right. I love to see it. Mutalith should counter a lot of these units. We can hit the Plague Toads pretty hard here, too, and we'll get Archie to turn and fight those. And the Chaos Lord is going to be hurting now. Nice. Nice, nice. What are those, Bile Trolls? So Gorebeastin time. Let's get the Gorebeast going here. Let's throw at the Plague Toads. Throw at the Plague Toads. Plague Toads, and Bile Trolls. All right. So Archaon and company are engaged. We are getting the Gorebeastin time. It's the best part of Morbius is when the Gorebeasts Gorebeasted. All right, yeah, dude, look at these chariots. All right, I think we're finding some sleeper powerhouse tech here, right? We almost got these Plague Toads down for the count. Let's call an anti-large Hellstrider out, which is going to be great. Getting a lot of good javelin fire, and the Gorebeast chariots are they're feasting. They're feasting pretty hard. All right, so let's get you and you. Actually, I think I'd rather kill the Toads and pull you guys around, and we do manage to eviscerate one of the Toad units here. Let's call you back this way, pull the chariots down and around, and then just get more Marauders coming up. All right. So Archie needs to pull back. I don't know what happened to my opponent's Chaos Lord. It looks like there's some Nurglings being called out now. But overall, things are looking pretty good for us, I would say. All right. So what are we being chased by here? Oh, Chaos Knights. Interesting. All right, so we got Chaos Knights coming for us. So let's get Archaon out here and just kind of kite them and do a little bit of work in that regard. We do have some Hellstriders. Let's get the Gorebeast Chariots to come back up onto the objective and get Archaon going after the Chaos Knights. Meanwhile, the Muty can just kind of drain things down here. Let's get some Armored Chaos Trolls waddling up. That's going to be great. And do we get on the Chaos Knights? We do. All right, so Archaon is there. Mutalith Beast is feasting. Let's go ahead and have you guys run into this. Keep you guys back here to guard our Javelins. And now I think it's time to do a little Burning Head. So we're going to get a fat Burning Head right there. It should be pretty good. And let's Gorebeast these. All right. So we'll pull here. What do we got? Fury's coming in. All right, that's fine. Mutalith Beast needs to roll over here, but Archaon and company mangled those Chaos Knights pretty effectively. Let's throw at these. Gorebeast Chariots are a little bit stuck here, actually, for some reason. I don't know why they're struggling to get through these guys, but let's move them through. And we do have the Bile Trolls, so we can charge those. All right. So Archaon and company, they're hanging in there. Hopefully we can get some of these to crumble now, and we do get attacked, so let's get these to go on those Furies. Okay, Gorebeast Chariots do get back, and I think we still have the objective. Yeah, we do. Nice. All right, so we still have it. Saber Claw is going to be my next call in here. Archaon is getting those Plague Toads down, and the Chaos Lord is afraid of the Chad Archaon. He is indeed. Let's get the Chariots to hit these, pull these guys back. Let's get another Armored Troll. The Armored Trolls will give us good staying power in a lot of these fights, right? That's the plan. All right, retreating, and the Gorebeast Chariots will do this. Yeah, unfortunately, we are eating it a little bit here. So how's this fight looking? Yeah, let's jump back on the Pestigors, get back on the point here. We need to get our Archaon down here to help versus these Chaos Knights, because they're actually a pretty considerable problem. Our damn Hellstriders are getting karate chops. Chariots can do a little bit of work against the Chaos Furies. All right, so Trolls and Muty Beast on the point. You guys going to be able to get it. Let's go like group up with them, get that position going, and now we just kind of value farm back here. He does use Curse of the Slug, but it's really not a huge deal. The Gorebeast Chariots actually are really good at killing Furies because, they're infantry size, so they're going to die quick. And the Chaos Knights, Archaon's going to head him off, hopefully get a little bit of work done. Let's actually Spirit Leech him. I'm up in value pretty heavily, but the value hasn't started to show itself yet. Yeah, not quite yet. Okay, Muty Beast is draining things. Let's get these. Let's go head off these Forsaken. Those are Bile Trolls there. So, I could call in some Hounds to try and break their leadership. Yeah, I think that's going to be the play. And Archaon's keeping these Chaos Knights honest. Meanwhile, the Gorebeast Chariots are going to essentially hard counter that unit there. All right, so how are we looking? Yeah, it looks like the Chaos Lord is trying to take down the Vortex Beast. We need to consolidate that bad boy. We do get a fat charge right into the face of those guys. Let's pull you back here. And Archaon needs to do this. Let's get these Hounds to go there. Get you guys to go here and down and down. Archaon is trapped in Nurglings, which really sucks, actually. But we're going to go ahead and do a Burning Head there. And see how this fight goes. Gorebeast Chariots do, in theory, have very good AP. So I'm hoping that they're going to be able to do work. And this blob fight is going to favor us because we have Mortis and they don't, right? How's Archie doing? Hey, he's still trapped in those damn Nurglings. I need to go get like him hunting some shit down, right? That's for sure the play. Let's get these trolls down here. We are hunting the Chaos Knights. Looks like they're fleeing. I'm going to go ahead and Spirit Leech them because it's a good choice. Severed Claw is now going to waddle up, so we'll get the Severed Claw coming. We are up on points heavily, so there's no rush for us. We could just value trade all freaking day, and I think we got this. I don't see how my opponent comes back easily, that's for sure. The Gorby's Chariots have actually been very menacing. I'm surprisingly shocked at how well they're doing. All right, so let's take Fire at Will off and off. Save that ammunition, pull down and down. We're starting to retake this point. Like, what can he do against his blob, right? Nothing. Like, it's just going to be mass routes nonstop. Gorby's Chariots will massacre Nurglings, hopefully, in theory, and Hellstriders and company still doing well. Severed Chad's going to get up here to the middle, and that will help against anything big. As far as other call-ins go, we don't have a whole lot to call in right now because we're not losing a lot, right? Yeah, let's get these Horse Masters, see if we can get any targets there. We do take that objective, and I think it's just over. Yeah, the Gorbies are freaking sick. I mean, I don't know about the damage they're doing right now, but potentially decent, right? We got trolls in there. We're going to javelin these guys. The Mutalith Beast can come down here now. Where's Archie? Archie needs to go hunt this Chaos Lord and show him who the real Lord of the End Times is. I think we can just call it our Nurgle caster because, you know, we're gonna need to do that. At this point, yeah, unsummon the Hellstriders, get them back in the pool. Archeon's coming for that booty. He's going to Spirit Leech you. Archeon going to give it to you. Let's pull back, and it looks like Nurgle's maybe making a play for that objective, but the Severed Claw is basically going to end his ambitions there. So we're going to pop the Lord of the End Times, Slayer of Kings. Oh, Slayer of Kings, yes. Yeah, but unfortunately he cursed the slugs us, so it feels bad. Might be able to get a Burning Head here, actually, just to like leadership route a lot of his units. Let's call in some Poison Hounds here. You guys are God knows where. Let's have you come in on the Bile Trolls here and help out. And the middle objective is actually, it's a little dodgy. I think here we got him on lock, and we're soon going to be in a situation where we just win on one objective, right? So that's something that's going to happen here in a minute. We do manage to stabilize the middle. Leadership issues for sure big. We have units in the pool now, so they're healing up. And Chaos Knights are coming in. Yeah, you know, he's got a lot here. We might need to just get you guys in to fight. Archeon might be able to hold this down because he does give a leadership buff and auras and all that goodness. Severed Claw are kind of actually taking some damage from the great weapons, but we do manage to stabilize that point too. I'm just going to pay the premium to get them early. And, all right, let's switch these guys in, put Fire at Will on. Our Chariots are still feasting on the infantry here. And the middle objective, I don't see Nurgle getting that. They're down like, I mean, Nurgle does have a lot of healing. They're down by a lot though, like a lot. All right, so he's rotating back to the middle, but we have the much faster army, so we can definitely keep pace with that. Do we have enough for a fleshy? We don't, so basically just going to be Spirit Leech or bust. Angels of Decay, that's a cool choice. So I don't have an answer for them, sadly. I have nothing I can really do about that, so we're just going to have to eat it. I think I'm just going to Spirit Leech the Chaos Lord, keep him honest. Reform ranks. We got these Marauders out here, so let's unsummon those, get them back in the pool. And Severed Claw and company, just keep routing shit. It's basically over. It's basically over. Yeah, Archeon is just, with his huge Chaos Dong, just causing tons of havoc. Mutalith Beast is getting nuked really hard by the Angels of Decay, but I think it's too little too late. That would have been a good choice earlier, but I think my opponent was waiting for me to run out of ammunition on my horse masters before doing that, which was a very, very good tacticianship from Harrison. Yep, but we break these guys. Now we're going to move in there. You guys remember when Mutalith Beast had freaking anti-large? This is the most busted shit ever. I think the horse masters might be able to do something here. Gorby's Chariots, let's unsummon them. Get them back in the pool. Archeon might need to actually stay down here. He might need to. Yeah, we break him open in the middle, but the Angels of Decay are karate chopping us. So let's come down here and just hold these two objectives. I don't need to, you know, be really aggro. I think I could just anchor those. So call-ins for us now. We do have some Marauders to call out, which is great. We're just going to pay the premium. It's fine. Because we're so far ahead, it doesn't really matter. Severed Claw is going to counter any of the Plague Toad action. Archeon will help route these goblins here. And we just can use Slayers of Kings. And have you guys ride these down and keep the other ones nearby. Poison Hounds on Pesties. And Hellstriders, anti-large. We want to look for toads. That's like the ideal target for the Hellstriders. Marauder Horsemen. All right, Poison Hounds. Up you go. Mutilith Beast Falls. Angels of Decay are really good against monsters. It already has like 2100, right? It's pretty nuts. Let's get you around the back. And in the meantime, we do this. Archaon secures the low ground. We'll circle around the back and look for a little flankaroo right there. We got some basic Marauders on the way out. Should be able to help hold it down. Severed Claw are getting low, but I think we're fine. So Archaon's going to roll here. We're going to roll here. Just sacrificing our melee, basically. He's catching up in value by killing the Muty Beast, but it doesn't matter at this point. The objectives, it's literally impossible for him to capture this point. All right. There, Severed Claw with their magic damage on the demons. Horsemasters are up, and Archaon, the Ever Giga Chad, is going to keep chasing you. Let's fan you guys out that way, and you come up this way. All right, are we going to get that Chaos Sorcerer? Look at the cowardly Nurgle Lord running from Archaon. That's why the battle went... The gods do not favor the cowardice. They favor the Chad Archaon. All right. GG. That was a good one. That build worked very well. See, that build was better on an open map, though, where we could kind of pull them apart with the chariots. Hey, guys, I'm not player hating on these chariots. That's pretty damn good. 1,000 and 1,300, right? It's great. These things obviously usually do pretty well here. Archaon got 2,600. Mutilith Beast got 2,200. I think if Severed Claw had come out earlier, I need to get a Manticore to chase those guys, because I think the Angels of Decay, if they had been out earlier, I might have lost that game. It was definitely there. There's a reason why he's the Ever-Chosen, that's right. Okay. So, undefeated in rounds of regulation with Warriors of Chaos, but now we're going into a traditional tournament for the grand finals and stuff. When I saw your build, I thought it was GG, but I guess, yeah, the Chariots did good. I mean, Nurgle is an infantry spam faction, so that's one place the Chariots are going to be good. All right, so Warriors of Chaos. I kind of wish it was just a regular SFT now. But yeah, because I haven't done 3x3 picking and banning in so long. Okay, so Nurgle versus Warriors of Chaos. And there we are. Is the no game audio intentional? No, I probably just hit the hotkey, which is Alt-X. It should be on. It's just low, yeah. Okay, I'll adjust it. Hold on. It sounds loud to me where I am. Okay, looks good. So I think we're ready for the top four. We're going to see who it's going to be. Sunshine needs a buy round because that could affect tiebreakers. Sunshine is going to get a buy here. Let's do that. Yeah, I just upped it again. You're doing the Chaos Gods proud. Yeah, I mean, I think Warriors of Chaos are not as bad as people say. They just require a lot of game knowledge, because there's a lot of ways to go wrong with them for sure. Dude, Archaon was putting in work though. He was going hard in the paint. So undefeated players are myself and Blood Penguin. Blood Penguin's really, really good. And we got Scrambled Egg Special and Via Anime. So this is going to be a extremely sweaty top four. Okay. So let's update that score. And then did we have another player who got a buy around there? I think we might have. Let me check. The one true. So it looks like he has 2. So that should be 2. Yeah, okay, so he's fine. All right, refresh that. Go into top 4. Vampire Coast? No, I really suck at Vampire Coast. Not very good at them. All right, so likely going to be a tricky one here. Got to take a look at the maps. So we will advance to top 4 now. The stream isn't capturing audio. Oh, you're saying the... No, I see it capturing audio. Got a favorite Chaos God? Nurgle, for sure. Yeah, I'm a Nurgle enjoyer. All right, so top 4 time. This is going to take a minute because we got to do the 3x3 system, so there's like a whole pick and ban and everything. I kind of just wish I had done a standard SFT. I'm like, oh, I'm on a roll with Warriors of Chaos. I just want to keep playing them. Granted, I can pick them, but nobody's going to ban Warriors of Chaos. You know, that's the one upside about them is like... Okay, so we got Blood Penguin. That would All right, so next up we have Blood Penguin. We're up, and let's see what they got. Sweaty top 4. Turn me. Builds incoming. No, I'm trying to win tonight. We're undefeated so far. We won all 4 games. So now I got a Road to Talabheim is the map. Okay. The Road to Talabheim, a relatively open map for sure. So my main factions these days, probably Chaos Dwarves, probably Warriors of Chaos, and yeah, we'll have to see what else. All right, so 3x3. Let's see if Blood Penguin is here. I messaged him. No dice. Yeah, when I minimize, it stops capturing the game sound. That's why you're hearing that when I minimize. Okay, so got to get the pick and ban tools all set up. We are going to do bans. All right. Get a link for homie. It is time for the penguin to battle us. Don't know where he is yet. Hopefully he'll arrive soon. I dare you to bring a Changebringer. You mean like the flamethrower guys? Changebringer? Turn to the dark side. Dude, Warriors of Chaos is not dark side. That's like the complete opposite. You guys like it when I play underdog, so that's what I'm doing. So let me show you guys something. Before my tournament tonight, Warriors of Chaos were 4 wins and 13 losses. They had like a 20% win rate or some shit. So we've brought them up from the pits. They're considered to be one of the weakest factions in the game. I think Bretonia is honestly weaker, but yeah. So here we are. Just got the Rohan Gondor Precon. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I like Lord of the Rings set. I thought it was a lot of fun. All right, so now we got to do our picks and bans. So decide on a ban. Oh, we each get a global ban too. That's right. So who do I not want to play against? You know what? I feel like this guy's going to be really good on the Empire. So I'm going to ban Empire out because I know that's what he likes to play. Let's see. Okay, he banned Tzeentch. He's basically doing land battle stuff. That's really funny. Warriors of Chaos. We're going to pick them because we're doing good with them tonight. So let's just keep that mojo going. We're going to pick Chaos Dwarves because they're my favorite faction. Chaos Dwarves. Oh, okay. He picks Beastmen. So we can show you what this looks like right now. So I have Chaos Dwarves and Warriors of Chaos, and he has Bretonia and Beastmen. Now I need to decide on my third pick here. I'm so out of practice with other factions. Vampire counts would actually maybe be a good idea because vampires are good against both these factions, I think. And I'm actually decent at vampires. Although I could just go Kislev and just go full evil. Kislev against Beastmen, though, is kind of hard. I don't like that matchup. Yeah, I have been playing Kislev a little bit, so we're going to go. I want to win tonight, so. Okay, so he picked Kislev too. We're probably just going to ban the Kislev mirror, I suspect. So now what we need to do is we need to do the 3x3 system and start doing the bans. All right. Okay, so let me get all this going here. I'm just going to pull up a notepad real quick. Get it cooking. All right. The good times are rolling, man. Evil, I know. Kislev versus Beastmen and Kislev versus Kislev. You guys want a Kislev mirror? No, thank you. Versus Bretonia. This guy has really good micro. That's what kind of one of his strong suits is his micro. And then Walk versus Bretts. Walk versus Beastmen. And Walk versus Kislev. All right, probably going to just ban out all the Kislev matchups, honestly, although, I don't know. So who starts on the pick and ban, pick 3? I need to double check that. Both players pick, and then, so player 1 would be the top of the bracket, so player 1 starts. I have not done this in so long. Okay. He was trying to make the box thing. That's funny. Yeah. Okay, so player 1 would be the top of the bracket, which is going to be me. Okay. Okay, so I'll start. Ban Kislev Mirror. So this is one of the reasons why I don't do a lot of 3x3 tournaments, is because there's a lot of extra time to get the games going. They are better for true competitive events, though. 100%. This is like the format you do for actual competitive. Warriors of Chaos versus Bretonnia versus the lowest win rate factions. That would actually be really epic. I would be nervous, though. This guy's Bretonnia is god tier. Like, I'm talking really, really freaking good. The Kislev Mirror is not the smart ban, though, because it's like a fair playing field, but I don't want you guys to have to deal with that. That would just be pure misery. If I get Warriors of Chaos versus Beastmen, I would not like that matchup, probably. I think Beastmen are favored there, 100%. Centaurs of Tzeentch flip that matchup on their head. So he banned Chaos Dwarves versus Kislev. Okay, that's fine. And Chaos Dwarves versus Bretonnia. Interesting. Okay. Chaos Dwarves versus Beastmen is actually fine, too. I'm happy to play that matchup. Okay. So banning... Oops. Hold on. So I got to update my sheet here. So he banned Kislev versus Chaos Dwarves and Kislev versus Bretonnia. No, and Chaos Dwarves versus Bretonnia. Okay, so he's left me Kislev on the menu with a couple options. So banning Kislev versus Beastmen and Warriors of Chaos. He's not banning any of the Warriors of Chaos matchups. It's hilarious. He's just like leaving them all sitting there. And Warriors of Chaos versus Kislev. I really don't like Warriors of Chaos versus Kislev. That's a pretty wretched matchup. All right. So we will ban this, and we will do Warriors of Chaos versus Kislev. With the new Frostworms are just going to crush your face. You're going to have a terrible time. So definitely got to ban that. For the lady, you want the... Oh, I don't have my soundboard set up right now, Frostlight. I'm sorry, but I will get you one next time if you remind me. You don't even have to donate for that. Okay, so he banned out my Chaos Dwarves completely, leaving me with Warriors of Chaos versus Bretonnia. Okay, we shall play Walk versus Bretonnia. The battle of the worst factions. Rise. All right, so we got Warriors of Chaos versus Bretonnia. It's happening. He's a Bretonnian main guy. So, like, you guys think his Grail Knight micro is unholy. It's unholy. Yeah, let's go. This is going to be fun. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all good. And let's do it. Oh, he picked Bretonnia tonight in the SFT. He's undefeated with Bretonnia, and I'm undefeated with Walk. We have the battle of the worst factions. Yeah, the Hashit Dream will... If I win, we can still do it in the finals, but this is actually what I wanted, so we're basically just now playing the SFT. All right, so against Bretonnia, what do we got to worry about, right? Definitely our skirmish game needs to be on point. Lord choices here are tough. Very, very tough. Don't go non-meta, please. We want to see you win. Dude, here's the thing. I do not even know what the meta is here. I have no idea. So I'm just going to bring what I think is good. And we're going to try and get the fat dub. Valkia is very disruptive in this matchup. She's very, very annoying to deal with. She can hunt the characters and is just a pain. Rot Knights like did get buffed, but I just can't help but feel that they would just get wrecked by like Royal Hippogriff Knights and things like that. Yeah, I feel like that's not going to be a good turn of events. Yeah, so he's going to be just charging me really aggressively. His micro is god tier. Kolek is obviously a good choice against Bretonnia. I mean, he can battle the knights pretty effectively, but yeah, it's a little dangerous because he is a big target. Okay, I don't even know what that does. Okay, yeah, probably cut that and that. Then we will get you in the wings. Evil Chaos. Evil. Skull Crushers? No, they're not very good. They ain't the greatest. Sorry to say it. Azazel Rampage on Cav, it's an option. That Slanesh Prince is actually an option too, but like, I don't like to bring squishy lords. It's not my playstyle. Like, I don't function well there. Bretonia. What does the lady will? Certainly wills this, and then this map is pretty big. That's my only thing I don't like, is the map is probably better for Bretonia than it is for me. You know, a little bit dodgy there. And, okay. So in reserve, we're going to bring you to do a little bit of work. Hell Cannon, actually, if it were a different map, I would consider a Hell Cannon. They're pretty respectable against Bretonia. They can fold up peasants pretty well. But this map, I think, is just a little bit too dodgy to try and make work. Warriors with great weapons are also decent. I think potentially better than halberds, because they do enough damage against the cav, while also taking on foot squires. So that's the school of thought there. You don't want to go too heavy duty in Forsaken, I don't think. Chariots are like another weird choice, like a Gorby's chariot, like in the starting army. We've had some decent success. Barebones Chaos Knights at 1300 feel like a decent deal too. But he's going to go... This guy is a Grail Knight enjoyer. There's going to be Grail Knights for days. Ah, that's another option too. If we want to. I mean, Festus is all right, but like King Lewin can bully him really badly. And you're going to have a bad time if that happens. You do want some anti-large, but Dragon Ogres are just way... I think they're overpriced a little bit. They're a very expensive unit. The Hell Cannon is a fun one. Maybe we throw in a wild Hell Cannon pick, but are we going to be able to defend that is the question. Okay. So 2 of those. And what do we have to deal with big stuff? I think we cut this. If only they were a little bit cheaper. If only. Okay. Summoners of Rage. Magic damage is alright, but the Bretonnian Knights mostly have ward save anyway, so it doesn't feel like it's the way. Be'lakor is actually not horrific here because Melkoth's is just god tier against Bretonia. So you can go with that. But the thing is, he's so expensive. Be'lakor is like an arm and a leg. It's very, very expensive. And is vulnerable against a lot of things. Like Peasant Archer Fire is good against him. I don't know how he actually fights against like Lewin, for example. The Rampage effects could be good. Like Rampaging Bretonian Knights feels pretty damn strong. God, there's so many directions we could go with this build, guys. There's so many. Let's get that. And aside from this, we have you. Yeah, I think that's the way. We're going to try and bump and grind it here. Man, I am really struggling to make a decision on these last couple units. It's Struggle City. Yeah, I want the Dragon Ogres to be good, you know, but they're just... I just feel like they're a little jank. I mean, they do have the missile resist. How do they actually trade into the Grails is the question. Yeah, double Melkoth's caster is decent. I want to be able to like contest areas more though, because like even if you rampage like a Grail Knight, you're not going to kill it quickly. I find that it's kind of a bait. Like sometimes you rampage them and then it's just like, you know, doesn't quite go as planned. Yeah, you know what? That feels a little bit better, I think. I think that feels a little bit better. And then we have just such an odd amount of money left. Such an odd amount. So we got to just focus, hunker down, play a couple points, not get too carried away. Trying to fight the mobility game-wise is very hard. It's just very hard indeed. God, we got like 225 left. What could we possibly upgrade to? Do I have another Mark of Chaos? I don't. Damn, dude. I just have such an awkward amount of money. What about like a single chariot to like try and run down just the infantry? Okay, let's see if we could squeak something here. It's going to be 725, and again, we're short 25 gold. Ugh, feels so bad. Feels bad, man. Okay, did we just get 3 of those? Yeah, it is what it is. That's probably the cleanest build we're going to get. All right, good luck, have fun to my opponent. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. I'm very unfamiliar with this matchup, and so is he probably, because this is something you don't see often. So at least one of us maybe will make a colossal build mistake. I'm sorry. Yeah, you know, honestly, this is a win for everyone, because everybody wants to see Bretonnia win, and I know his main factions are Bretonnia, and I think he's really good at Empire too. Very, very good at Empire. I would feel much more confident with Chorfs in this matchup. Like, I feel like I can beat Bretonnia most of the time with Chorfs. Fireglaves are so good, and your artillery is devastating, and yeah, Bull Centaur renders trade pretty well. He's going to go double Grail Knight probably. The question is, what's his character core going to be? Is it going to be a Raponce brick? Raponce could be a problem, actually. I don't have a ton of good answers against Raponce. Ooh, yeah, I didn't think of that. I probably should have put some respect on her name. I mean, Colette can beat up Raponce, like, can definitely beat down Raponce, but it's not, like, optimal if she's surrounded by, like, halberds and tanky units. Yeah, Bretonnia is a faction that requires a lot of micro skill and a lot of game knowledge to play. A little bit of lag here. The brackets are on Total Tavern, so this is the top 4. Yeah, there's a link to it. So Scrambled Egg Special and Via Anime are playing on the other side, and then me and Blood Penguin are playing here, so... Yeah, the point blank Dreadquake Mortar is silly, yes, but like most strong opponents will probably be able to play. It's more of a thing in land battle too. All right, so we got mass amounts of Marauder Horsemen, because obviously. Then we got then we have Kolek. We have Chosen of Tzeentch, and Severed Claw are going to go to the middle, and you guys can go there too. Great. 3, and then we will get you guys in control group 4, probably. It's fine. And the Nurgle caster, I can't remember yet. He's on foot too, so he's just going to waddle with the Chosen. And then these guys will rush the middle. I think this will be good. All right. Yeah, I've seen games where the Dreadquake Mortar being towed has gotten like 5,000-6,000 value, but usually it's a skill mismatch when that happens. Or somebody just brought a bad counter build. They didn't have like any answers for it or something. It can work against like the Chaos factions because they don't have like the best range, so you can get away with it. Yeah, Kolek is good against Bretonnia. He's got high armor, anti-large armor piercing, and now that he has healing, it's not as much of a liability, right? So we do have the Fleshy Abundance. Marauder Horseman. Control, pop, lock, and drop that group. Severed Claw gonna head to the middle. Try and grab that bad boy if they can. But the winner of this goes to the Grand Finals. So we'll see if we can get there. It's gonna be some scary opponents waiting for us. Is that King Lewin? Nice. Lewin versus Shaggoth is always a good time. We do have a Trebuchet, which is a really good call. Gonna try and snipe that thing if he's not paying attention. And how am I gonna snipe it though? I think we just do this and run him in the trees for now and go up the side of the map. If he comes with Lewin, I mean, the Trebuchets will, it's decent damage. So they won't be good against Severed Claw at least, so that's nice. And Kolek should be able to fend off Louis here. I doubt he'll charge me. I'd be surprised. The rest of the army's just halberd-centric, yeah, with foot squires and stuff, so that's pretty standard. Standard operating procedure. We do manage to get that point, and the crew is moving for it. He's a Flock of Doom enjoyer. Yeah, Flock of Doom is really, really good. So, yeah, that's to be expected. Okay, so aside from this, what do we want to call in? I mean, just baseline Marauders? Probably not. We need to save for something a little bit juicier. All right, let's keep Kolek on the point. Just kind of keep dragging Lewin out here, and then you guys are here and here. We're going to set up shop and get these Chosen waddling to the middle. Keep, kiting Lewin, and maybe we can get this objective. We do manage to get the boys here, so the Severed Claws arrived. There are some archers, and great. So now you guys can move this way. Looks like we took that outside point, so let's call you guys down and under. And let's get some just warriors out here and just kind of try and get a little bit of meat on the battlefield. That's going to be nice. All right. So we're going to just camp back there for a minute. Let's get Kolek in there. We can bonk you on the head a little bit. Let's call you under. Get these Chosen moving this way. And see what's cracking. All right. So first things first. Lord of the Storm on the archers. There you go. All right. Now we're going to just kind of juke around with Kolek a little bit. We want to get those archers down. Nice. So that's some solid damage. And now we're going to just sprint across the map and see if we can knock those down. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Or we need to split up our horsemen because they're just getting karate chopped here. It feels bad. All right, so Kolek's going to bonk. We're going to get through these peasants eventually. Let's see if we can get on that Grail Relique. Man, Flock of Doom is such a good spell. It's so freaking powerful. Okay, what do we got back here? He was watching. Yeah, he was watching. That's too bad. All right, so we might be able to get away with these. Probably not. Yeah, he's probably one of those players who plays from outer space. So, you know, he was able to find me there. We do get wrecked there, though, pretty bad. But if we can at least stabilize them, you know, it's not the end of the world. Kolek is battling halberds. But let's get the Chosen of Tzeentch in there. We do have the Trebuchet online here. These guys are taking a bit of a beating. We are down in value, but remember we have healing. If Kolek takes some damage, we can drop some fat heals on him. Is he going to come take the fight here? He is. All right. All right, so we're going to turn and fight. Hopefully Kolek will actually get an attack animation here. Okay. And now Severed Claw are going to be battling. We do manage to make contact, which is great. We got some great weapons coming in, and the Chosen are doing it. Yeah, slowly but surely. We need to split up, though, because he's going to try and bonk us here. And we do have these guys. Let's pull you back this way and this way. Kolek can move in. And our great weapons are about to arrive. And the fact that we got the objectives out of the gates gave us a little bit of agency here, which is great. So Chaos Warriors are arriving. We're going to keep you guys separated so they don't get hit by Flock of Dooms. Kolek is going to go bonk these Foot Squires, and we're going to pull the Severed Claw back. And the Chosen, in the meantime, are doing great work. They're doing the work of the gods. All right. So how do we want to do this? Both of us are being really, really apprehensive. I'm going to call in probably the Mortis Engine here in a minute. We're going to go attack you. Let's get you moving up. Keep you back. Get the great weapons in here. And now we do bonk Lewin on the head, which is great. So 2,100 for those. Let's take Fire at Will off and Fire at Will off on you guys and just kind of be really, really cautious with it. But now we move up. We do bonk Lewin a couple times. Great. So let's get Severed Claw moving in. Chosen, move into those guys and get you back. And this is a time where we drop a heal on Big Man. So we're going to just heal him, pull back through the lines. We take this objective, and what is this going to be? All right. So it looks like there's some cav coming here. So we're going to go ahead and do this and this. Tag him, bounce Kolek out here, and hopefully drag him down. All right. In the meantime, the Warriors are doing good, but now we got a Muty Beast coming in. Okay, I don't know why they're not. Yeah, let's put you and you. Kolek's going to come out here, hopefully get a free kill. Chosen and Severed Claw are doing well. Great weapons to put a hurt on those Foot Squires. And we do get a really, really good pick on these Knights of the Realm here, so that's very money for us. Muty Beast will be useful. He doesn't have a lot of archers, right? So what you see is, you know, he's going to be having to fight us the old-fashioned way. All right, so let's just have you guys chase them down. Great, and bring you back here. Try and stabilize this position. Let's move you guys in. And now the Mutalith Beast, hopefully we'll get it done. You never know. Oh my god, do those guys really rally for real? Were they terror routed? It must have been a terror route. That must have been what it was. All right, so let's just hit you guys up in your little bunch position here. Oh, hello. My monitor's freaked out there for a second. I got to make sure that cable's plugged in a little bit better. All right, so we're going to just pull, and we can engage here. Kolek's going to go bonk, and great. So those guys are broken. Let's get our wizard back here. And maybe Kolek can get some damage done. The Muty Beast is taking way more damage than it should, which feels bad. We're going to try and get some of you guys back here. Okay. Oh, yeah, I think my monitor cable's loose. Shit, I got to check that. All right. Screen keeps going black. Uh-oh, that's not good. It like blinks in for just a second, though, so it's not the end of the world. All right, so let's get the Mutalith Beast back. Lewin did take a lot of damage right on the head, and now we're going to get you in. And do we have enough for a big overcasted fleshy? We do. So we're going to do that. It's going to heal everybody. This spell just got nerfed, though, unfortunately. But, yeah, still good. Star Crusher. Let's get some more infantry coming in. Let's get the warriors coming up. And now we just kind of keep this Death Star together, right? Just bonk this Grail Relique if we can. What kind of cab does he have back here? Questing Knights? Okay. So a little bit of Questing Knight action. Side objective is safe. We got warriors coming in. Hell of a lot of halberds. And that heal was very, very good. So let's retreat back. If we can, get you guys in, and Kolek can then fight Lewin again when Lewin lands, whenever he gets his weird animation in check. We're going to pull the Mutalith Beast back, and do we want to go get his archers? Let's see if we can get like a free dive back here. I don't know if it's going to work out, but Louis a little bit overextended actually, so we might be able to bonk him on the head. Yeah, maybe. All right, so Armored Chaos Trolls, let's get him up. And yeah, we're going to start fighting over this point. Mutalith Beast needs to just be back and really cautious because it's very low. So we need to just be really careful with that. In the meantime, Kolek and company and the Severed Claw are trading well. The Chosen are pushing my opponent off the objective. And we're going to get the Mutalith Beast like way back here and just save it for late game. Lewin might come for it. I'm not sure. So let's get you guys on the Foot Squires. We're doing this. And do we have enough for another Nurgle heal soon? Not quite. Yeah, unfortunately, these Marauder Horsemen are having a bad time. Let's see if we can get on this. The healing is pretty nutty. We have like very, very good healing, right? If only I had like an AoE heal, though. That would be super nice. All right, let's move in there. Get the Muty Beast back. I can't afford to lose it. I cannot afford to lose it. That's for damn sure. If I lose the Muty Beast, I probably lose the game. So that is not on the docket for today. So retreating back is you. The objective is close to flipping for us. Kolek is doing work. Let's drop a little Lord of the Storm on top of the Questing Knights. Move you guys in. And Nurgle Caster is about ready to get some heals. Let's get some Warriors moving up. Just keep that nice bump and grind going. Great, so that's good. Let's move over here now. And is it going to get away? I don't know if it will. We do have some Hellstriders nearby who can help, but probably unsummoning them is going to be the better option. Let's get that Trebuchet. I don't know if he's watching there. We might be able to get it. Really, really close, this game, by the way. Incredibly close. Let's go get Lewin here. And Nurgle Caster almost has enough to heal the Mutalith Beast. Kolek is full health. He's in good shape, so I'm not too worried about him. But our Trolls are a little bit trapped up here, which feels bad. So let's get these guys over here. And then you drop a heal on the Muty Beast, and then he's going to come back into party. Great. So we do get on the field Trebuchet. It's a really nice pick for us. The Mutalith Beast does get a big fat heal, which you gotta love. And we're going to juke with it if we can. Kolek, the Bretonnians are actually routing us in the middle. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of healing, though, so it's not... I think we're losing, though, unfortunately. The build, I think a wider build would have been better. Like, this elite monster build is just so tough. Kolek's trying to get out of it. What do we still have fighting here? Severed Chads? With the Men-at-Arm polearms, their sustainability is really quite good. Yeah, they're doing awesome. All right. So we're going to need to call you guys over. Let's get these horsemen. I don't know why they're off in the Shadow Realm here, but that's fine. We did get a Trebuchet down. Maybe Big Daddy Kolek and the remnants of these units can kind of cheese out a fight here somehow. I don't know. Okay, we get him on the head. The Mortis engine is going. We have more warriors arriving with great weapons. We got more infantry coming too, so let's just engage those guys. Maybe Kolek can Giga carry this? I don't know. The Mutalith Beast is just getting peppered, though. That could have been the weak link in our build, although its value is 1,600, so it's not like it's doing terribly. Mainly cheap cav here. All right, let's get you guys doing this. Call in some fast cav. We can't, obviously, if we want to have any chances here, we got to make sure we keep Kolek alive, right? So we're going to go try and push through to him, although probably just fighting those Questing Knights and trying to finish him off is the way. All right. Fast cav boys. What are these? Knights of the Realm? Yes. Let's go here, and then we can surround the back. Kolek is getting wasted here, unfortunately. Do I have enough for another heal? I will have enough for one more heal. So we need to keep this Sorcerer alive. That's going to be very big. All right. Let's get you guys to go after those Questing Knights. Kolek does get the bonkening on that guy's head. And on the back, yeah, our Hellstriders are definitely losing that. Lewin's just showing that he's just the Chad compared to Kolek, though. Kolek can't hang with him. He's just, his healing, his ward save, he definitely loses that. So Kolek's sitting at how much? 2,400 value? It's not bad at all. It's not bad. It could be worse. I think like a wide warrior push would have been better. The elite build, the Severed Claw and the Chosen didn't seem to perform super well here. I think he's just going to clean us up now. I think we've lost, unfortunately. Yeah, the Warriors of Chaos do kind of suck against Cav. You don't really have great options against them. You have like your armored trolls, but you know, it's kind of it. All right, so we're going to waddle. I mean, I think just great weapon warrior spam. Yeah, that might be it. Let's get you back on the point. I mean, we're down. Is there any way I can get back in this? Perhaps the Dragon Ogres were needed earlier, right? Instead of just calling out waves and waves of infantry, get the Dragon Ogres out there. That could have been something that perhaps is a good idea. It's a good learning lesson, though, for sure. I'm not sure how to deal with the Bretonnian Cav with Warriors of Chaos, to be honest. Maybe double Dragon Ogre with like Festus or something, but man, Festus is so easy to bully for King Lewin. It's very, very easy. What do we got on the other side? Yeah, the Armored Chaos Warriors seem to be the one like consistent performer here. Okay, yeah, I think my internet, my cable, like literally I keep losing vision here for like a couple seconds at a time. All right, let's move it up. And let's bonk and bonk. Severed Claw go here. I mean, is there any chance my opponent blunders and I can get back in this game? I don't think so. We'll try the Dragon Ogre, see what they can do. We do kill his Trebuchet again, which is pretty funny, so... Yeah, I find that like with those kind of things, you just gotta go for it when things are chaotic. If you try and take down and like backstab people early in the game, like most good players are always going to see it. Man, Sword of Corone is so good here, by the way. Look at this. These Dragon Ogres just going to get folded up. Even with warrior support, they're probably going to die. The Mutalith was a bit of a weird pick, but here's the thing. A lot of Bretonnian players like to do like response blobs, like Tim the Wilder, somebody who's popularized this. GG. So GG Breads. That's a good game. I'm going to cast that one separately. Let's do this. GG, well played. I will host finals lobby. But what I was going to say is that sometimes you see infantry blobs. So Felix, Raponce, and it gives them this insane infantry core that can wreck you. So if he went with that, the Mutalith Beast would have countered that entire build. And even that being considered, it still did manage to get 1600 value. So it's not bad. What else did well for us? 600, 200. So not great on the Warriors, actually. Chosen were big performers. They fought to the bitter end. Look at that. 1500 on them. Severed Claw, not as good. So maybe another unit of Chosen? Maybe we go melee Chosen? Oh, Chosen of Nurgle. That's what you do. Kolek did get 2400 value. He paid for himself. Like, he was actually good that game. Dude, Chosen of Nurgle is the answer. Yes. I'm stupid because they wreck all the infantry and the cav. Okay. So you go like double Chosen of Nurgle like this. Yes. This is the freaking play. Yeah. Just like that. And maybe, did we switch out the Marauder Horsemen? I think you need them. The Chosen of Nurgle with great opens, I think would be super, super Chad. Well played to my opponent. He's a really good player. He's like one of the few Bretonnian mains out there. So you guys got to see that in action, which was super fun. T finals. Really good run with the Warriors of Chaos tonight, though. We had a good run, and I think it goes to show that they're a respectable faction when you kind of can figure things out a little bit, which is fun. But if they bring their Fae... No, Fae's Mortis Engine doesn't do that much damage. T-Finals, yeah. Host there. Sorry. Let's see who won on the other side. Sorry, that one. And report score, please. Yeah, trebuchets are the problem, yeah. Trebs are the problem. I think maybe cutting Kolek in favor of... who would be better? I legit think Be'lakor would have been better there because he removes ITP, he causes terror, Melkoth spam is good, and I legit think Be'lakor and 2 Chosen would be good, but you need healing too, so you'd have to find a way to bring some sort of healing for those Chosen. Kolek did good though. I mean, honestly, I don't know if it warrants cutting him. I just think the rest of the build was subpar, and that bit us in the butt. So we got Via Anime in here, so let's get them. Great tournament tonight. Let's get Via. Finals. All right. So the finals lobby is upon us. Penguin will report that score. Yes, yes. Wonder how well Archeon double Tzeentch Hero. Yeah, that's... Oh my god. You see, that's the thing. There's so many things, right? The Tzeentch Heroes, yeah. No, but you're never going to cast Melkoth on King Lewin. It's designed to kill the Bretonnian Knights. So Melkoth is like brutal against Knights of the Realm, Questing Knights, Grail Knights, all those sort of things. What are your thoughts on being able to unsummon shattered units? Adding... I don't know. It's not really an issue, I don't think, but I hear you on that. Something to think about. And, all right. Aces. Good job, Blood Penguin. Let's get you in the finals. Don't need a blocker for this. The map is going to be what? The map for the finals is going to be Imperial Road. Imperial Road. On the road again. I just can't wait to be on the road again. I legit think, yeah, like a triple Nurgle Chosen would be freaking awful for Bretonnia to get through. Because the problem with the Tzeentch Halberds is they get wrecked by Foot Squires. I mean, they still win, but it's a terrible trade from a financial perspective. But if you go triple Nurgle Chosen, they bully Cav, they have poison, they're way killier against everything in the roster, including the infantry. So I think triple Nurgle Chosen could even work. You could do Nurgle Chosen backed up by like a Caster Lord. You could do it like a Sorcerer Lord of Tzeentch. That would be really dank, actually. A Sorcerer Lord of Tzeentch with like Searing Doom would be really, really good. God, there's so many options with Warriors, man. So Greenskins, by the way, won an SFT last night. They beat me in the finals. I got to the finals with Chaos Dwarves, and I just had a close loss. So greenskins are back on the menu a little bit. They won. I'll show you guys the replay sometime this week. We'll cast it. Yeah, we'll show you. Yes. Yeah, Lewin is very tough to kill, but Kolek did some decent damage to him, but Lewin is just superior because he self-heals and he could just cycle charge, and the fact that he self-heals allows you, Bretonnia, to bring Flock of Doom, which is a disgustingly good spell against infantry. So that was really, really good at killing my infantry. Yeah, the Slanesh Demon Prince could be really cool. Blue Scribes are a bit of a meme, yeah. They're a meme, 100%. All right, I'm going to go refill my water, and I will be right back. All right, guys, we're back in business. Now it's time to see what they're going to pick. I would love to see Bretonnia be played again. That'd be really fun. Is Lewin better than Imric? Probably, yeah. Because Lewin is... I mean, Imric is quite good, but I think Lewin is just more of a game changer. His ward save, his ability to resist missiles and magic, he's just so powerful. I don't think Lewin's OP, at least in domination mode. I think he's totally fine. But he's very good. He's very, very good. What do Tzeentch Halberds do? Tzeentch Halberds are better against cavalry exclusively. Whereas the Nurgle Great Weapons are like, you know, really good against cav and really good against infantry. And the Tzeentch Halberds are extremely good against cav and mediocre against infantry. So it's a trade-off, right? Because he had a lot of foot squires and halberds, so I needed more killing power on the infantry. Maybe the Khorne Demon Prince? Probably not, no. If anything, I would do the Slanesh Prince and just try and rampage things like cav, but I think like a wide infantry build would be really good for like pressing all the objectives and just stuffing Bretonnia back. But it's definitely a winnable matchup for both Warriors of Chaos and Bretonnia. I think it's pretty even, honestly. I don't think like Bretonnia is super favored against Warriors, but you know, maybe if you're at the pinnacle of play, if you're at like the strongest of each faction, I think a top tier Bretonian player would probably win like 55% of the time against Chaos, Warriors of Chaos, just because they don't have good cav answers. Dragon Ogres are prohibitively expensive and mediocre. Chaos Knights are not good against cav, so you have to resort to like things like Rot Knights, you know, which aren't very good either. Got a favorite unit for all factions? Yeah, Infernal Guard Fireglaves, probably my favorite unit. I just think they're so freaking cool. Like these heavy metal infantry with like fat guns and then halberds on the front. They just look so awesome in formation. I love it. Nurgle Shrine, no, because it's just going to get killed by archers and Lewin is just going to feast on it. Probably not a good idea. If anything, you would go Festus and just protect him. Another old school tech against Bretonnia is double Exalted Hero of Nurgle on horse or on Rot Beast. But they just got nerfed pretty heavily. They lost like 10 melee attack or 8 melee attack or something, so I'm a little bit nervous about bringing them. For sure. Yeah, Dragon Ogres suck pretty bad. If Dragon Ogres got a proper buff, that would make Warriors of Chaos very strong, I think. So let's see. Noblar's riding pigs. Dude, that sounds awesome. SFT style, but anyone can pick any legendary lord. Any? Oh, you're saying like any faction can pick any legendary lord? That would be weird. No updates yet. We don't know what it's going to be. Checking here. Let's see what the players are saying. All right. And right on. Somebody in Discord's complaining that they had to face Norska. You didn't play Norska 4 times in the tournament, Tom? No way. I think there was only one Norskin player, right? That was the Prepare for the Bear. Yeah. Hey, Nomi, what's up, man? How you doing? My favorite unit, Infernal Guard Fireglaves, yeah. Yeah. Give us Great Sword Chaos Knights. That would be metal. In tabletop, they cannot... Let me see. Like, when it comes to, like, things being added to the game, a lot of it really depends on the... on if it's, like, playable... Like, usually they pull from Fantasy, right? To an extent. So let's go Warriors of Chaos. So it'd be special units, right? Would be Chaos. Yeah, no, they can't. It's either lances or hand weapons. There's no option for that. Yeah. Whereas in tabletop, Empire Knights can bring great weapons. So that would make sense for the Empire to get great weapon cav at some point. That'll probably be with an Ulrich DLC, which will be like, you know, towards the end of this game's life cycle. And it's crazy how long we've been doing Total War, huh? So many freaking years. Have there, you know, I'm really terribly out of the loop, and I should know this, but they've said that there's another major history title and another major fantasy/sci-fi title, right? God, I wish I knew. Slaanesh versus Bretonnia. Oh, hell yeah, that's fun. Now, I would say this matchup is Slaanesh favored because of Fiends. Fiends are just so powerful against Bretonian Cav, but with Plague Penguin's micro, he's so good at alpha striking. But we saw via anime the other night freaking crush Void Lulls, which was awesome. The dreaded Smurf was banished back to the shadows from whence they came. So big shout out to via anime here. But Plague Penguin is also a monster on Bretonnia. Yeah, Graveguard Halberds was not in tabletop. Yeah, I think that was just addressing a weakness on the roster. Obviously, there was a lot of things that weren't on tabletop, but... Dude, if we got a freaking Lord of the Rings Total War, God, I would be so erect, dude. Oh my God, I would be so happy. Imagine how fun it would be to do faction wars, you know? It might only be like 8 factions at first, but, I mean, let's see. So if we were to do... Hold on. So what factions would we have? We got a minute before their builds are ready anyways, so I think we're fine. So we would have Gondor, Rohan. We could do one of the Dwarven, you know, we could just do Dwarves. We'll type it the Tolkien way. Dwarves, you know, and there's a couple different Dwarves you could do there, right? So Gondor, Rohan, Dwarves. You could do a Mirkwood faction, which would be like kind of like Wood Elves sort of, and then you would do, you know, whatever, Elves, right? Mirkwood Elves and Elves. I'm just kind of like simplifying it. And then, I mean, Hobbits would be like, I think, in accentuating units. I don't know if Hobbits would get their own full army. Probably not. Hobbits would be like part of like something else. So you have Mordor, Isengard, Moria for sure. Yeah, Rivendell is like included in the Elves banner. You know, Elves, Rivendell, right? You could just do this, yeah. Mordor, Isengard, Moria. Yeah, Barrow Whites wouldn't probably be their own faction, nor would the Ents. Ents would probably be thrown in with like someone else. We could just put them here, Ents, Hobbits. And then you would have, yeah, Ruin, Easterlings, the Haradrim. Isn't Ruin one of those? Isn't Ruin already one of these guys? I always get them confused. Yeah, Dale. Dale is more from the Hobbit though, right? Dale. I mean, Lake Town, would Lake Town really get its own army in a Lord of the Rings one? Probably not, but they could be something. Yeah, Angmar, obviously, right? Yeah, run Easterlings and Variog for evil men of the East. Yeah, so evil East. We'll just kind of like lump those together. I mean, this is like a fair amount of factions, right? And if we were to do like major factions, you probably would cut the Ents, you would cut the Hobbits, you would probably cut this. Mordor is pretty distinct. Isengard's extremely distinct. Moria is very distinct. So the Easterlings and the Haradrim and all of them are very distinct. And Angmar could maybe feasibly be like slapped in with Mordor, right? Like something like this. This looks like a solid starting amount of factions, right? Like, because these are all pretty major. You could make full rosters of these factions easily, and you could make full rosters out of these super easily too, right? And how many is that? That's 5, and that's 5 and 5. I mean, that looks pretty good, right? And then you have like sprinkled in things like the hobbits and the ents, barrow wights, army of the dead, the Gondorian dead, whatever, right? Gondorian dead. You have Rangers of Ithilien, Rangers of the North, Dunedain, whatever, right? I'm just mangling it, but you guys get the idea, right? Corsairs of Umbar, like minor factions that could be these. They could be represented via. They could be represented via. Oh shit! Sorry. Yeah. They could be represented via regiments of renown, right? Like the hobbits could be RORs, like you can get like a couple of the fellowship hobbits or something like that. Yeah, Uruk-hai that's Isengard. The Uruk-hai are part of Isengard, yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's easy, right? People who say there's not enough factions, I mean, you don't launch the game with everything, right? Maybe you launch the game with just like Gondor, you could do Gondor versus Mordor and like maybe Rohan and launch with like 4 factions, 2 good, 2 evil, and then you just start like branching out if you want to. I mean, I think I would rather they launch with all those factions and then just add units to them, but you have to remember it's a corporation, so they're going to want to, squeeze every penny they can out of you via DLC. So I'm just like thinking how they would actually do it. Yeah, Smog would be like an ROR unit, like in campaign, he's like, maybe you complete a mission and then you can recruit Smog or something. I don't know. Guys, if we get Lord of the Rings Total War, we're going to be having fun together for another 10, 15 years. That's the thing. Like, oh man, camera's like flying around here. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to turn up my cinematic smoothing a little maybe. Yeah, let's get the cinematic smoothing. I don't know why it's like so spasmy there. There we go. All right, cool. Yeah, and the graphics should be better. I like upped the settings. Like they're all on Turbo Ultra now, right? So everything should be looking way nicer. I think it's gonna happen, right? Because here's the thing: Games Workshop already has like relations with the Tolkien estate. They do the miniature game. This is really fun though. 2 big dogs scrapping it out here. Gotta love to see it. I'm gonna be here another 10 to 15 regardless. Yeah, no, for sure. I want to do this for a living for as long as I possibly can. You never know, nothing's forever. But I love just hanging out with you guys and hosting tournaments, and it's so fun, man. It's so fun. It's cool. It's my social life too. All right, guys, taking a look here at the forces of Plague Penguin, the King of Bretonnia himself. I mean, I like both of these guys equally, but like, who doesn't want to see a Bretonnian W? So in the front line, it's going to be a sacrificial line of peasant mobs backed up by spearmen at arms. So just a bunch of like meat shields and sacrificial lambs for the Dark Prince. And this is definitely more meta. The men-at-arms with polearms are actually very cost-effective for their price point. They're only $450, and anti-large with 50 MD. I mean, that is super, super good. Super good indeed. A couple peasant archers to shoot fiends. We have King Lewin, and it looks like it's going to be a beastcaster. So I'm taking notes from his play, man. He's looking real, real juicy. Now, looking at the Dark Gods here for Via Anime, it is going to be Azazel. And Via won a special spot in my heart for defeating the Foul Smurf the other day. So we got the Pavane of Slaanesh and Acquiescence. Front line's going to be Hellscourge Warriors, which will dominate the infantry game, but obviously will suck against Cav, or be mediocre against Cav. They at least apply poison. More warriors in the secondary, backed up by spears, and Azazel is ready to rampage Cav. So we got Pavane and also Acquiescence, like I said, and the battle for the fate of the old world is on. All right, guys. So advancing are the Hordes of Hell. Objective number 3 is going to be taken by the Dark Prince, and objective 1 is going to be taken by the King of Bretonnia. So Lewin shouting commands from the skies. The one thing I think is going to be really a big game changer here is how effective Flock of Doom is going to be against those relatively elite Chaos Warriors. And that was something that was very good against my Tzeentch Chosen in the previous game, is he was able to get excellent value by dropping those fat bombardments on me. So are the polearms Chevron? Let's go ahead and check. No, they're not. They're just basic polearms. Bare bones, and they have the Peasant's Duty, so they are inspired and ready to go. So Bretonnia, who's going to get the middle objective first? We do see the old Hellstriders there, and I think that Slaanesh will get their initial clutches on the objective here, as King Lewin is going to be flying over looking for a prize. He is currently hunting Azazel. He would crush Azazel in combat. He does magic damage too, And Azazel, I believe, is a demon. Yeah, he's got the physical resist. So even though he came with Immortals DLC, he's still a demon. Unlike, Festus is immortal, Valkia and Village do not have the physical resist, because Azazel is kind of unique in that way. But the Hellscourge warriors are advancing up, and the brave Knights of Bretonnia surge forth to watch their peasants get massacred, probably betting on which one is going to survive the battle. And yes, the whips are here, and that is going to be awful for these peasants. Classic Bretonnia, right? Throw the peasant mobs in front of just horrific, devious warriors and see how it goes. Kind of what he did to me, though. He's very, very patient. That's what I noticed about Plague Penguin. He really, really just kind of was chilling out. And, ooh, look at this, actually. We have a Seeker Chariot. I can't help but think that's a big mistake from Via Anime. Bretonnia is, like, god tier against chariots in general. And immediately we see Via giving up, like, 1,000 gold chariot, right? The Seeker Chariots are not cheap. I think they're 1,100. And the amount of damage it's going to do is probably going to be next to nothing. So that feels really, really bad for Via. And once again, Plague Penguin just sets up this like wall with the Grail relics, and he just like holds there with the pole arms and just basically lets Lewin solo your army. Seems to be the playstyle that we're seeing. Yeah, this is the correct call in here, Fiends. Fiends of Slaanesh are gods here, and I think just maxing them out would probably be the correct play. Man, look how quick Lewin is, hunting down those freaking Seeker Chariots. But they do manage to get away, and the Fiends are going to be countercharging Lewin, so Lewin will take a little bit of damage here, but nothing too crazy. They're only 800 gold. Thank you, Spellbound. I wasn't sure. I never see them. But the warrior line is holding. I mean, that's the thing. Slaanesh warriors are really, really meaty. Those guys have crazy melee defense, and the poison mitigates quite a few stats. Knights of the Realm going to be surging forth, trying to intercept the Seekers, or the Fiends, excuse me. And they do get a good engagement. Pavane going down on Lewin is a very interesting choice. It does rampage him, and allows Azazel to go in. But, I mean, Lewin is still going to be fighting back while rampaged. It doesn't really do much for you positionally. I think it might have been a misclick. Maybe rampaging the Knights of the Realm would have been better. Although Lewin is kind of getting smashed up a little bit, guys. Okay, the Pavane is still active. Okay, he's surrounded by Fiends. That's what's doing the damage, and also by Spears. All right, I see why he rampaged it now. I didn't see the Fiends kind of saturated in there. But overall, looking across the battlefield, we do see the forces of Slaanesh doing pretty good. They're grinding. We got more Seeker Cav and Hellstriders coming in. Seeker Chariot's about to get a beautiful engagement here, so they're going to butter some bread, and here they come. So right through these bad boys, screaming on in. That's going to be some filthy damage as the polearms surge forth, ranked up, and are going to try and deal with some of the cab. But Via Anime also has god tier micro. You can see he's like, he comes in, he loops out. Lewin is very beat up. Remember, Lewin has healing. So even though Slaanesh is up in value, there's still, Lewin is going to heal through most of that probably, unless he gets blundered again. Pavane from the moon, yes. Yes, indeed. Lewin held in there, though. The lady wills it. On the other side of the battlefield, we do see the Seeker Chariots getting stuck up in a bunch of halberds. Sadly for them, only 300 value so far. But the warrior wall, see, this is kind of what we talked about, right? Is having this like elite wall of like really solid warriors against Bretonnia. It seems to be working very well. Although the Flock of Dooms are doing good damage, they're hanging in there. But the difference is Slaanesh has really good cavalry. Seekers are excellent against Bretonnia, and that makes a big difference in the mobile fights, whereas Warriors of Chaos don't have that option. So that's kind of the difference in that regard. So pulling back are the Seekers of Slaanesh. We now get some Forsaken being called in. Forsaken of Slaanesh getting a buff in the recent patch of 800 HP. Was it 800 or 400? It was a pretty substantial amount, but that will help, and we do see Slaanesh holding on to the objective. Meanwhile, the Slaanesh Mobile Corps is looking to do a bit of a flank, so we do see the Fiends as well as the Hellstriders coming out. Knights of the Realm forming ranks. If Lewin engages with them and drops Sword of Couronne, maybe, but it looks like he uses the Sword of Couronne in the front line against the hordes of Marauders. And yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I don't know if that's the best place to use the Sword of Couronne, but we do get a big fight over here. The Knights of Bretonnia charging up the hill, so taking the downhill disadvantage there. That's certainly not going to be fun for them. And they do a lot of damage on impact, but man, those Knights of the Realm being afflicted by Acquiescence is nasty. 0 melee defense means they're going to get crushed by those Seekers and those Fiends. So overall, Via Anime does pull out ahead in that fight, and is able to get a really, really nice break on those Knights of the Realm, and the Troll Toll is going to be getting paid. Slaanesh comes out with a massive victory there, and the value is favored here for Via Anime. As far as the ground-based forces, the Hellscourge Warriors slowly chewing through and just maintaining just a brutal wall of immune psychology that obviously can't be terror-routed, which is another advantage, right, against Bretonnia, is that Lewin is always very, very common. So, he would normally terror-out Chaos Warriors, but not these ones. In the backfield, we get Yeoman being called in. Pretty good stuff. Knights of the Realm are hunting down the remnants of these Fiends. Sweet Sorrow activated on the Fiends to give them an insane amount of speed. 133 speed, that's so fast! And those guys are just going to be charging away as they are getting hunted by the Knights of the Realm and King Lewin right here. Looking on the backside, we do see some Seekers slipping into the secondary line. Mounted Yeoman going to be trying to reroute their angle to try and shut those bad boys down. But it's definitely looking maybe slightly favored for the forces of Slaanesh because Bretonnia has not done an excellent job of getting through their infantry line. This infantry corps of just warriors and spears and just pure meat is just so brutal. And you can see the Bretonians are... Look how cool it is, like the rank. Like it actually, like, oh, it's so awesome. Like the Bretonians with their halberds in like formation attacking from like 2 ranks. And yeah, it looks really, really nice. Seeker Chariots called in again, and now they're going to be used to just rout a lot of infantry in the back. And Seeker Chariots do have 100 speed. Bretonnia doesn't seem to have the tools it needs to just cover all of its bases here. And we do see the Knights of the Realm overextend kind of deeply into some Devoted Marauder Spears with Azazel nearby. Uh-oh, is that going to be a rampage? No, it's Narcissism. Okay, so he uses Narcissism on Lewin, traps him in place, and now Azazel, as well as the Fiends of Slaanesh, going to be piling in to battle the Knights of the Realm here. Soporific Musk, very, very good, and the Devoted Marauder Spears will give plenty of anti-large. Bretonnia does look like it's struggling, though. The Dark Gods are cackling here today, and the Warrior line is just so freaking tough. Big flank coming in from the Seeker Chariots. As the Warriors are able to fold up the flank, we do see the Peasants being routed here, and the Hellscourge Warriors basically taking no damage. And now they're going to be moving back here to try and rout off these old mounted yeomen. And Lewin diving into the secondary to try and shut down the Seeker Chariot. A very good call, and the Seeker Chariot is getting wrecked. It's taking a ton of spear attacks, has no armor, and there's also a Damsel here attacking it as well. So there goes the Seeker Chariot, probably going to be disintegrating here in a second. And is Bretonnia Resurgent? 5.2 against 6.5, but with Lewin's healing taken into account, it's probably a closer game than you would expect. As far as Slaanesh goes, we do see Seekers in the distance looking pretty good, as well as these Fiends. And these Seekers are going to be retreating back as well. Colin is going to be questing Knights. I'm surprised we're not seeing Grails. Grails in this matchup can be okay, but I think he's worried about the Alpha striking. And now it looks like a debuff's going down here. And we do see Azazel popping in to try and assassinate King Lewin. But Lewin is at 4,200. Azazel is at 47, so he is healthier. But Lewin is going to be taking fat L's from these Fiends. The Fiends are what really, really does a lot of damage against him and are going to be forcing him back. Pretty impressive how durable the Bretonnian front line is, though. Those guys are just hanging in there. And yeah, the Whip Warriors, this is kind of what we talked about after my game, how having a durable front line here would be really, really nice just to at least win one aspect of the game. Because in my match, I kind of lost both aspects. I lost the mobile game and the infantry game. So if you can at least guarantee you win one of those, it's going to make the game a little bit better for you. So points looking pretty high here for the Dark Gods. As we do get a fight in the backfield, Lewin going to be trying to take down Azazel. Looks like he does make contact, but the Bretonnian lines are really close to breaking. The Grail Relique is the only thing keeping these Haggard Peasants fighting, and that's a nice Flock of Doom, though. Flock of Doom's going to be hitting the Seekers and the Devoted Marauders. The only way I think that Bretonnia could maybe get back in this game would be to use King Lewin to assassinate Azazel, if he could get a kill on him, maybe. Big charge from the Knights of the Realm, but they're going to be charging into Whip Warriors, which are immune to psychology because of Slaanesh, so you're going to have to break them the natural way, which is going to be super hard. And we do see Slaanesh coming in with their cool Spear Boys, so their big mutated spear arms will certainly drive back many of the Cav units. In the front, the Bretonnian lines are faltering. So the Men-at-Arms are breaking here. These guys are on death's bed. Basically 34 models, very, very weak. Hellstriders chasing down whatever they can in the backfield. And Bretonnia does have the Cav advantage, though. If we take a look around the battlefield, they have a couple pretty healthy Cav units. They have one here, some Skirmishers here, as well as Knights of the Realm. And I wouldn't be surprised to see King Lewin come back here and maybe make a play for the back objective. Although maybe he's going to be able to break open the front. The Flock of Doom value, I would wager that the Flock of Doom value is probably like 2,000, maybe 1,500 right now. Let's go ahead and take a look. So we see the Damsel, 2,100. Flock of Doom is kind of a busted spell, I think. I think it needs to be nerfed a little bit. It's just so freaking strong. Granted, if you did nerf Flock of Doom, nobody would ever use that lore of magic. So I don't know. It's tricky. Like maybe just like a 10, 20, 15% nerf on it. It's just so freaking good. Every game you see it, it's kind of like, old school Buna and Spirit Leech, where it just guarantees value with no no real, skill required. It's just kind of a point and click thing. Very, very good. Hellstriders, though, bouncing around in the backfield, going to be intercepting Knights of the Realm. Forsaken crashing down from the high ground. Forsaken of Slaanesh do hit hard. They have a high weapon strength, and they do have devastating flanker as well. So they're going to be punishing these Knights. And the Knights of the Realm definitely got overextended there. Big mistake on their part. Basically, a full health Knight of the Realm is going to be just KO'd here. So that's devastating for the forces of Bretonnia. But is Bretonnia going to be able to get this objective back? Lewin seems like he's doing a lot of work right here. He's hanging in there. And the objective is owned by Bretonnia now. All right. So the objective is flipped, ladies and gentlemen, but this is a triple cap situation. And now what the hell's happening? The sons and daughters of Bretonnia have routed back the champions of the Dark Gods. But Via Anime can win by just Helm's Deep in the back objective. Personally, if I had to say something that was not good this game, I think that the Seeker Chariots, let's see what kind of value we're looking at here on these Seekers, but Yeah, 700 value. I think that the Chariots would be the reason why Via would lose this game. Because they've come out, they've been killed over and over, and they're not really generating value. And we do see the Dark Gods yielding objective 2 to the legions of Bretonnian peasants. Oh no, and a bit of a throwback here as well. Somehow Azazel has been surrounded. So it looks like he maybe got a little bit crazy, and his fiends that he had with him maybe crumbled. This is going to be GG then. With Azazel dying, I thought, with Azazel alive, you could maybe make a Helm's Deep play on objective 1. We do see Seekers coming in. Maybe they're going to be able to salvage Azazel. Azazel is currently wavering. He's at 1 leadership, 1,000 HP. Sword of Corone, he's unstable, and now he's going to be crumbling. And that is going to be super, super painful. So on the back objective, Slaanesh needs to just be Helm's Deeping right now. There's no sense in really fighting over the middle, in my opinion. Just pulling everything back to objective 3 is going to be how you win the game. But Azazel did fall, and it looks like there is going to be some witchcraft. So the King of Bretonnia getting a nice comeback here, showing how he's such a good late game carry. 2,300 value here. And now Slaanesh is going to be hunkering down on its back objective. Honestly, it wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe try and resummon Azazel at some point too. Depends on the Winds of Magic. That really will be determining it. But Seekers do arrive. Flock of Doom going down once again. This caster sitting at 2,500 value. Pretty disgusting. That spell is so strong. Knights of the Realm getting a fat charge down the side on Seekers. Going to be terrible for the Seekers. They're a unit that does not want to be getting charged. They want to be doing the charging. But their sustained combat stats are quite good, actually. 40 melee attack. And Slaanesh, what are they going to be calling out? We do see the Forsaken on their way back. More of the Seeker Cav coming in to help. These Chariots have been really bad all game. I think, it's the reason why I think we've seen Via take the L here. If Via had spent that money on other units, like maybe more Spears or even just Hellstriders with anti-large, like the cheap ones, I think that this is a game that Slaanesh probably wins. But we've seen so much value hemorrhaged from those Chariots this game that I think that has got to be one of the reasons. And Plague Penguin played a really nice game too. Despite being behind, he played very, very concerted, didn't make too many mistakes, and was able to really outgrind his opponent here. 1250, so yeah, this is a situation where Bretonnia needs to get the cap. We do see Seekers in there. Maybe Slaanesh is going to be able to Helm's Deep on this point, because you have to remember, with Slaanesh attacking onto the back objective here, they're heavily overextended. Bretonnia. So the Bretonnian Cav are going to be getting swarmed down. And Bretonnia is going to need to move infantry in. They're going to need to do a lot. This is a game that could still be won by Slaanesh, because Slaanesh is up on value. Looking at the resources, 800, I don't think that Via has the time to try and save. But we do see the Bretonnian Cav getting folded up by the Seekers, which makes sense. Devastating armor-piercing, poison attacks, incredibly fast. Usually get the initiative on their charges, and there are some warriors left over. So we have Forsaken, and they get the Damsel too. Okay. So the Damsel here is finally shut down, so no more OP Flock of Dooms, as the Forsaken now are going to be grinding up at the point. We do see the flanking Fiends coming around the side, looking to run down reinforcements, so this is what Slaanesh is really good at. They're going to be going to isolate things on the battlefield and keep them from getting to the back objective. Collins are going to be what? 1,200 for Via makes me think that maybe we could be seeing an Azazel call out, which could be good, although yeah, Fiends is probably the correct play. I mean, they're just so hard for Bretonnia to kill, and what is Bretonnia going to be calling in? We do see Knights of the Realm. That's the correct choice. Knights of the Realm are one of the only things here that's going to be effective against what Slaanesh has on the battlefield. So Fiends have made it back here. We do see Objective Trace is currently being held by Slaanesh, and the score is not stopping, man. Time is not on Bretonnia's side. We see the Grail Relic coming up. The last of the Chaos Warriors are going to be engaged by the remnants of the Spearmen at Arms, and they might win that, although they are very, very low. Only 1,000 HP. Mounted Yeoman surging onto the point. Lewin is trying his best to play whack-a-mole and get all these guys off, but killing those Fiends is going to be very hard. Lewin's going to want to get a Sword of Corone right here and then time it with his Knight of the Realm charge, and maybe he'll be okay. Devoted Marauders heading up here. Slaanesh does have really, really good base leadership too. They're, if this was a different Chaos faction, so Nurgle, maybe not Khorne, but Nurgle or Warriors of Chaos or Tzeentch, these units would tear Rout off because of Lewin. Considering Azazel's dead, the leadership issue would be very prevalent, but Slaanesh is very, very stalwart because of the ITP they have across the factions. Slaanesh and Tabletop is somewhat similar. They don't have ITP, but they have immune to panic, so they don't have to take panic tests ever. It's not quite as good as immune to psychology is, which makes you immune to terror, but they are immune to panicking effects, which is very, very good. All right, guys, the objective is flipping a little bit, but Slaanesh does manage to get its spears back. So the spears do arrive on the point. Seeker's going to be coming in. Lewin getting massive crumbles on all these units. And is he going to be able to get it? Guys, we have 100 seconds left. 100 seconds left. So we have 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the game. And this is going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight. We see more and more spears coming in, the devoted spears. On the backside, it is going to be questing knights. This is a good call because now we're starting to see infantry in here, including some remnants of warriors and Forsaken. So having the great weapons is going to be very strong. Slaanesh is desperately trying to hold. And the spears might be able to get it done. I don't know about the Winds of Magic situation because basically all game, we have been seeing Plague Penguin relying on Flock of Doom to kill infantry. But now that Flock of Doom and Winds of Magic are probably offline, there is a chance that maybe the forces of Slaanesh are going to be able to hold. All right, so we do see the Devoted Marauders arriving. The capture weight is still favoring Slaanesh, but now it's back to Bretonnia, as we do see massive wavering here. The Devoted Marauders, if they run off the objective, that's going to be a huge flip. Looking at the resources, it's going to be more Seeker Cap being called in. Bretonnia is overwhelming the Heretics. 1460, capture weight in flux. Right now, it's massively in the favor of Bretonnia as the Seekers do arrive. They're going to need some of these Devoted Marauders to rally, though. And now the other Seekers concave back in here. A lot of killing power. Bretonnia going to be taking big casualties, but the Mounted Yeomen do arrive. Man, 30 seconds left on the clock, and I think Bretonnia clutches it out, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be one of the first SFT victories we've seen for Bretonnia in a long, long time. A testament to how Plague Penguin is really, really good. And also Plague Penguin is a prolific land battle player as well. So someone who dips their toes in both pawns, and it really goes to show, right? Because they kind of like sharpen different skills more, land battle and domination. Like domination certainly has a lot of micro, but macro in long-term planning is very important. Whereas land battle can really get down to the nitty gritty of like SE micro and things like that. So that's a skill set that you often see land battlers being very good at. But hold on, Slaanesh going for a cheeky last-minute grab in the middle, but I think that there is going to be enough response from the Bretonians. We do see the Devoted Marauder Spears trying to get this point back, and the middle objective here does go, but Knights of the Realm are going to be able to handle this. Do they have the charge order? Lance's Couch for the Lady going to be driving back these foul heretics, and the Seekers are going to be retreating back for Via Anime, who does have the value lead, but you know the demonic instability isn't tracked here. So that's very tough. So both of the Seeker Cab do collapse on top of the Knights of the Realm. Very, very nice stuff, but it's not going to be enough. GG, well played for the lady. Bretonnia has done it. They have not won in a long time. I love to see it. I love to see it. Hey, Spirit, thank you for the tenor. Hey, Turin, thanks for all the Warhammer 3 content. I've been dealing with some rough times lately, high stress lately, and it's a great outlet. Hey, man, we're here for you, and we're not going anywhere. Unless I get run over tomorrow. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But we're here. And I am very happy that I was defeated by this mighty Bretonian champion. If anybody deserves it, it is them. Great stuff. Really, really fun stream. Honestly, one of the better tournaments we've had in a while. As far as like SFTs, that was really good. All right, guys. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for your support. If you enjoyed the stream, drop a like on the way out. That is very, very helpful for the channel. And also, hey, an even better way to help out is to become a channel member. So that is that's kind of very steady, right? It lets me know that I'm okay every month. I'm steady. So thank you guys so much. I think Seeker Chariots cost them the game. They were just not very good. It was literally summoned like 3 times, and it got 800 value. So Seeker Chariot, I think, was the throw that game. Because I think Slaanesh wins if they don't do that. Like, look how good these are, right? 2300, 1400, 19. Fiends are just super good. So overall, yeah, little things. The Hellscourge Warriors did good. King Lewin put that game on his back. 3100 value on him. And the Knights of the Realm also did very good. 1000, 1800, 1500. So it's great. All right, guys. We'll be back streaming tomorrow. I don't know what. I'm going to be busy during the weekend, so we're going to get our streaming in tomorrow. I'm thinking maybe an Age of Empires stream tomorrow. Just kind of a throwback to the days of old. We'll have to see. But pump up those numbers, baby. That's it. Take care of yourselves. Congratulations to Blood Penguin, Absolute Giga Chad, Plague Penguin, Blood Penguin. He goes by multiple names. And once again, thank you to you guys who donated and supported as always. See you around. Adios, do widzenia, and you guys take care of yourselves.